So let's go through it. We have a new program to get White Langford. Once you get this White Langford, then we can get a Corbin Carroll card, which you get by collecting every single one of the current Spotlight program cards. And Corbin Carroll is really the goal for today. I think it's a pretty solid card. Got some quirks too. Could he be better? Yeah, maybe. But I think this card is going to play very solid. Nice top of the order type hitter. Seen a lot of people complaining about him, but I think he's a pretty solid card. Wyatt Langford that you get for the monthly program, definitely a little weaker. They kind of stacked a lot to his fielding and speed, and not as much in the hitting. It's sad too. He kind of crushed it, but you know, that's how it be sometimes with these early game cards. The card that is probably the best card it came out with today is this Carlos Santana, which is a Retro Lightning, which you get for collecting all 13 of the pack players. So we're also going to be getting 2 packs out of these, and hopefully we can get O'Neal Cruz and Andres Munoz. I will not be getting Carlos Santana right away. I might not have him for the Weekend Classic, because that is going to be a lot of stubs to dump out to one player. That's not worth it to me. So we're just going to try to get the Corbin Carroll and then take it from there. Hopefully it goes well. So we got to fly through all these moments, which I think will give us a majority of our stars. 7 moments at 21 stars. Then the extreme moment gives us another 30, so makes that 51. And then we have some missions and collections we could do. We get 4 tops now, which I think these are just the pack guys, which I probably am going to skip. You get 15 stars. And then for the pack players, you get another bunch. Again, not doing that. We get 1 star for the Lightning, which I guess is nice, but I think we're going to be doing all the moments, all the drop, or some of the drop missions. We're going to do the extreme moment, and we got to get to 100, man. So we're going to be using a lot of these cards while doing Conquest, I guess. It's going to be a grind of a day. I think it's going to take some time to get this done. A little bit more than I expected. But F it, we ball. F it, we ball. Santana is actually a primary catcher. He's a primary catcher with a secondary of first base. And that's it. Bang! Hi, J Mills. I didn't. Well, actually, that sound effect made sense in that moment. So trying to get Rhys Hoskins. Yeah, that Hoskins is pretty neat. But it's one of those things with these programs that you kind of gotta keep up with them to kind of, you know, get things done quicker. I would say there's a benefit of, like, if you're behind, you could do a lot of stat tallying missions together, but yeah, it's not fun when you're behind and you gotta catch up on multiple programs. That is for sure. So who catches, Santana or Posada? For me, I would honestly be going Posada first right now. I love Posada's swing. He's actually, like, more affordable than Santana right now, too. Me personally, I like Posada cards a lot, so that is who I would be going for. Yep, the Conquest map is a Lightning. There's no, like, it's just a Lightning. There's nothing monthly award in there now. Like, nobody's beaten any of the teams and found out that there's, like, a pack in there or something, right? I'm pretty sure there's nothing too crazy in there. It's like maybe we'll do that for some of our, like, stat tallying, but, like, I don't know. I also really don't care. Like, just like a boring Conquest map where you don't get many stubs or XP, you know? Hit a home run with Matt Gorski. Assuming he had infinite stubs. You know, I would probably lean Santana then. He crushes lefties, right? Pretty sure he's, like, really good versus lefties. And I feel like, especially if you're on the higher difficulties, you got to really worry about Randy Johnson, John Donaldson. Oh, this guy's got a leg kick and a half. Okay, Matt Gorski. All right. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
I don't like having to go into this every single time. Gotta go back into the menu. Extra base hit with Augustine Ramirez. Why didn't we say Rodriguez? Doofus. What's up, crazy man? How we doing, dude? What's good? What's good? All right, next moment. Extra base hit. How does this card look? This actually is a pretty solid catcher. Oh, he doesn't even have the catcher. They didn't even give him the catcher secondary when he's like a primarily catcher. But he just came up as a DH. That actually is kind of silly. That is actually so sad. He would have been a very solid catcher. But nope. Cruel World, man. Cruel World. Yeah, Carlos Santana is absolutely expensive. Unreal, actually, how expensive he is. I wonder if Showzone has like a collection thing up there for it yet. Because I bet you that collection is a lot of stubs. Nice. Miss a fastball right down the middle because you suck. It doesn't look like they have a collection up for it or anything, but it's probably expensive. It probably adds up. Jordan Lawler still best center fielder? Yes. Absolutely, Swan. Absolutely. I think the 90 overall LED La Cruz is in contention for being the best center fielder, though. But Jordan Lawler's that guy. Still that guy. Cream!
Beyond rejoice.
Yes. New land beyond. Cream, my guy with the 17 months. I appreciate you, buddy. Yes, I am excited for Destiny 2 stuffs. I am excited to actually like grind that game a bit again. I was honestly keeping up with it a bit over the last episode still, but very infrequently. So seeing all the new stuff today made me excited. I know that community has been like very, very worried with all the stuff with Marathon. They're like, oh man, I mean, Destiny's gonna die, no Destiny 3 or anything. And then they came out with the stuff today, and I'm at least excited. Could I 1v1 you for 1K? I'm gonna guess that you don't have 1K to give me. And then also, no, I won't be 1v1ing anyone for $1,000. Gino Suarez, yep, the 4-homer extreme moment. We will also be tackling that today. I don't know if it's just me because I'm a psycho, but I love extreme moments. So I'm actually really excited to play that. Oh my. Oh, Neil Cruz. Bang. Suck it, Roki. Suck it. What's your advice to make stubs right now? Good question. What worked for me was playing Diamond Quest. Kind of just doing that over and over again. You know, doing your conquest maps, taking a chance at free packs. That's probably what I would say is the best way besides doing like roster investments, which is kind of tough for a lot of people because you need stubs to make stubs. So I recommend just play some Diamond Quest, try to get it down. If you're able to play in the higher difficulties in Diamond Quest, especially, and like guarantee that you can get the cards. That's what I did to make most of my stubs to get Beltron. And in the new Diamond Quest, for example, you get that done. It's like 20K per run with Ottavino and Josh Young. But it's definitely not easy. It's not the easiest thing to do. So I'd say that in combination with just keeping up with your content, doing those assorted programs and conquest maps will help you make some stubs. Besides that, I mean, it's just doing well in the Weekend Classic this weekend, which is also a tough thing. 1v1 you in CS2. Oh, there we go. Yes, the people need it. Pretty BS collection. Yeah, it's kind of crazy they made it so you need all of them. It's kind of tough. Once I saw it was a Carlos Santana 92 overall, I had that feeling they'd make you need all of them. It will get cheaper over time, but like, it's like a theme with every single piece of content. Every single week there's a collection where it's very expensive to get right away, while the card is very, very solid. And then it gets cheaper over time. And like, there's a point where everyone's going to be able to get Santana. The question is he still going to be very solid by then? Who knows? But it's like this constant, like these FOMO collections that they have going on. So I don't necessarily hate, but I see why people get annoyed at them because it just constantly, you got to collect all these cards. You're going to have to buy a fair amount of them. I personally don't hate them, but I think I get why people do. The fate of the Yankees season is in the balance so soon. It matters right now, Doc. Spotlight. I mean, I would love to see. I think they're gonna keep coming out with them. I think we just haven't seen how they're planning on it. I think they have to, basically, this next month, you know. But I think they should come out with another pack. So listen carefully. The Yankees lose? Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy, Doc. Yeah, Ben. That is the risk that you take and get it done sooner. That is for sure. I had that feeling too. The last program they would drop some more spotlight cards. And what's funny is I'd even like need Scott Rowland to get to World Series, like I actually did. So like, I'd even need to get it done when I got it done. I could have waited a little bit longer and still got it done, but I didn't. But yeah, that's a trade-off. When you go for it early, oh, they called that a hit. Baseball. When you go for it earlier, it's always going to cost more stubs, and you kind of got to sell your soul more for it, you know? Oh, my Jew coming in with the 20-person raid. My dude, I appreciate you, buddy. I hope the stream went dandy. Man the towers. I saw towers hyped in chat, and I thought we were going in a completely different direction with that. I thought we were going in a completely different direction with that. How we doing, Gio? How we doing, buddy? Did we grind new content today? We going for the Corbin Carroll and such? I'll tell you what, I know a lot of us ain't going to be getting this Carlos Santana anytime soon. Like, goddamn. They made that a bougie collection off the rip. Scanalana Ding Dong, I like it. Or Scanalana Ding Dong? How we doing, Slick? I like it. I like it. Scanalana Ding Dong. Yeah, honestly, I would be looking to actually save him for Posada right now. He crashed in price a good bit since Carlos Santana came out. And you know, I got to get my Yankees. And honestly, you could honestly argue that Posada is just as good as Santana. I just need to know when they're going to start dropping these like chase packs, like these older chase packs more frequently. Because, man, that Brian Reynolds has to go down in price at some point soon, man. Also, Corbin Carroll smacked in that one moment. He's nuts. He's nuts. All right, so we got designated hitter Augustin Ramirez. All the moments down. Now we go for the extreme moment. I'm gonna get a clip on this so we can clip this after. This extreme moment, another one that I happened to call. Once I saw it happen, they actually did it. You need 4 home runs in the game with Eugenio Suarez on All-Star. I'm not expecting it to be easy. But you know, it's Gino. He's got a lot of pop. A swing that I typically really like. Let's get it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
You pulled Reynolds in the Posada chase pack. That's pain. That's pain. That is pain right there. But I mean, I would still take it. I don't think I've pulled a single chase pack player. Not that I've gotten a bunch of chase pack players. All right, so we're just going to restart first attempt. That's a ground ball to short. We kind of need to assume we're going to have 4 at-bats only. So if we don't get in the first at-bat, we got to restart.
Ball, that's in.
What's up, Vince? How we doing, buddy? That was the pitch that I needed to hit out. But I was just underneath it because I suck. Attempt number 3. You got 1 chase pack all year in Pack Posada. You know what? How does it feel to be loved by MLB The Show, huh? How does it feel? It must be nice. You got Santana and Carroll. Damn, you must have the stubbies then, Vince. Because that Santana is an expensive boy. Finishing first try? I wish. I wish. I wish. I mean, if I get it done in less than 10 attempts, I would take it. Well, it ain't looking good. There's attempt number 4 now. Not a good start. I don't like this Braves pitcher. Come on, ball. Fly. 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 Boo. All right, number 5. How long does this program take? Seems like this one's a bit of a grind, Pureless, to get the Wyatt Langford at least.
Counts 1-0.
You get 30 stars for an extreme moment, which, you know, is a nice shortcut for people, but it's just a lot of stat tallying again, which I don't love, which is going to take some time for people. All right, that's going to be a lineup. Not even going to look at it. 6 attempts in. You got walked. Get better, J Mills. Get better, buddy.
Ball went out.
Like 2 days? I mean, it just depends on how much you can play. I'll be able to get it done in 1 day, I think. It's just going to kind of be annoying to do as such, you know? Kind of got to sell out. You get all the stat tallying. I would say that's my one big gripe. Is that most of the programs just have these like constant stat tally. It's basically just stack a position all on your team and just keep on tallying the stats of them as fast as possible. And it's over and over again. Every single program. And like, it's nice every so often because you kind of just can do them passively. But it feels like every program, it's like they put a certain amount of stats that you need. That's a number that like that you can't really just get passively. You kind of have to play a little bit, like you kind of have to explicitly go for them. All right, we're going to try changing the PCI because we're in like 8 attempts now.
Ball inside.
Yeah, at least you can kind of just do it while playing Conquest, Diamond Quest, whatever you do, which is nice about it. That's for sure. I just kind of wish they balanced what the stats were and like how much you needed. I kind of wish they simplified it a bit more. It's like a lot of times there's so many particular things that you need. It's kind of giving me shades of like MLB 18. Where it's like you feel like you need a spreadsheet where you need to like constantly take notes of what stats you need to keep track of all the time, you know? If there were things like just getting hits with the position, getting innings pitched with another position, you know? That's one thing. But it's like you need extra base hits for some steals, homers. All right. So this has not been a cakewalk of a moment so far. It has taken me about like running like 10 attempts here, and I still have yet to hit a single homer. Come on, that better be one. All right, there's one. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Best Diamond Quest right now. I feel like if you can get the newest one down, that's where it's at. It's like 20k stubs for those 2 cards. I suck. I'm a piece of garbage. Just restart. Restart. I'm assuming 4 at bats. I suck. This is all user error, chat. This isn't even the moment or anything. I am just pooping the bed. My PCI placements are dookie right now. New threads is still good. Okay, okay. Version out of position isn't that bad, I don't think, Zero.
No strike.
It just, he's a little slow, which is like the downside of it, but yeah, he's definitely not bad at all out of position. I'm just like getting underneath the ball. I think I'm just not seeing the ball out of this guy's hand right now. Grant Holmes. It's weird. It's not like he's throwing funky at all, but just the release point is messing with my brain. I'm aiming underneath the ball.
Ball 1.
Ambushed inside. Okay. Ooh, Mike Lanta. Get the PCI up.
Ball, that's out.
Give me something to hit, you coward. Well, that was the one to hit all right. Doesn't help when you hit a bunch of foul ball homers. I actually just struck out. Why am I so early? Slow down, doofus. What's up, Glorious? The pipeline one? Yeah, the pipeline one is very solid. It's also just not as hard, you know? A little bit of an easier map. I don't even think you face like all-time teams with the Guardians and the Reds. You're just kind of facing their like live series team. What do I gotta do? My PCIs are as dookie. Booty cheeks.
That's a ball.
Booty cheeks. How long have I been on this one? Good question. I think it's been like... It's probably total to be like 5 minutes. But I keep on restarting if I don't hit a homer in the first one. It is definitely a grinder. That is for sure. It ain't easy. It ain't easy being cheesy. Give me a strike, you coward! I don't know why. I'm just not seeing the ball out of his hands well. Like, man, that ball's got to be demolished, but fair. It's like the worst pitch ever. Go back to my other PCI. How's that we doing? Nuts, he was good, dude. Yeah, the new threads has the unlockable packs, which kind of stink. They kind of poo-poo stinky. I like the pipeline one because you get those silver packs. And like, what is my timing? What am I doing? My brain is broken. I'm so early on that. Slow down. This isn't even like you know what? I don't even think this moment is like that hard or anything. Like it's kind of difficult, but I'm struggling because my timing is just absolute booty cheeks. I'm like the opposite of Anthony Volpe right now. You throw a fastball and I'm still too early on it every time. Like, look at that, man. Sit back on it, you dork. Yeah, the unlockable packs suck. I wish they never did that. I get why they did it, just to change it up for a pack, but I wish they never did. All right. Is he? Oh, he's got extreme pull. Okay, so he's going to be early on the ball on average. Makes sense. Makes sense how I'm... Oh, that was good timing. See, maybe if I get the PC on the dang ball, we could have had a homer. Can you all tell I have not been playing that much of this game this last week? Is it obvious? Is it obvious that I've been slowing down playing this game? It feels like it's obvious right now. I'm at the point where I'm not even keeping track of the attempts anymore. I have lost track. Volpe. Okay, Volpe ain't horrible at baseball. But I'll tell you what, he can't hit fastballs as of late. Not for the life of him. Any pitcher that has like a high velo fastball, it just zipping it by him over and over again. Best way to complete live series. My recommendation, and it's almost like not a fun way to play because
0-1.
you don't get to use a lot of content in the game. But I always recommend literally selling everything that you get that isn't a live series player. And just use all of your stubs for live series cards. It's like any good pulls and packs that aren't a live series player. Sell. Sell everything you can and focus all the stubs on live series. And then play modes that can give you like a repeated source of stubs. Like Diamond Quest. Battle Royale if you can go flawless, or 10-0 or 10-1. Flawless and 10-0 are the same thing. There we go. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
So what are those two things for stubs? Along with just keeping up with your content, I'd say. And just try to keep on using the free to earn cards that you get along the way. Or like the live series cards that you get. I find that a lot of people don't go for live series because they spend their stubs on other card stuff along the way, which isn't a bad idea or anything.
One strike.
But that's what will slow you down when you go for chase pack players, you buy packs. And as much as like it isn't fun to do so, if you just focus on live series, it is a lot more obtainable than people think. Nice, man. Nice. Sick nasty. Hello, Scan is my king. You spelled Scan with 2 ways on accident there, buddy. You changed your name to Scan is my king, but it's 2 N's, not 2 A's. I've never seen someone accidentally spell my name with 2 A's. Guy going against the grain. Yeah, I mean, you kind of got to sell out for it. And that's like with all the collections. You can get them done, no money spent. Bing bong. Bing bong. You just kind of got to focus all of your stubs and literally sell everything that you can. Boss packs, World Series awards. It kind of stinks, but it's better for the long run. See, I sold because I didn't hit a fastball right down the middle out for a homer. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. All right, maybe we get another AB. Man, how many times am I gonna hit foul ball homers with them? It's so bad. I don't know. I don't know what's up with my swing timing with the Geno card, man. It's early on everything.
2-2 the count.
Yeah, those big boy cards got so expensive with the investments. I had to swing at it. Well, there goes that. There goes that. I guess we'll see what happens just for the sake of it. See if the... Okay, wait, hold up. There might be a chance. Why is Spencer... Why do they have Spencer Strider as a closer? There's no way he pitched out of the pen, right? Well, it doesn't matter. 4 ABs and 5 ins. You're nuts, J Mills. You're nuts. I'm slamming the PCI. Slamming it around.
Ball, that's low.
Bad extreme moments. Yeah, normally I've been pretty solid, but this one I've been kind of struggling with. And I don't even think this is because of the moment. It's just entirely because I am not getting this timing down. You know, maybe I am just tempo made and Suarez just has a really early leg kick and it just really throwing me off. Maybe we'll just blame that. What's up, Ethan? Nice. 88 miles an hour. You suck. Yeah, it's just weird that they have Strider as a closer in his moment. Is he a closer on his live series card? There's no way, right? They must have just made that for this moment, right? Yeah, they do have a 5-pitch Luke Weaver. I will be adding him to my bullpen. Literally, like him, Loaizaga, Ottavino, just 3 free cards for the Yankee boost. All relievers that I typically like too. Add them to the pen, get Babe Ruth in the lineup, and then I could keep using Judge or Paul O'Neill, and I keep that tier 1 boost. Munoz got 4. What were the 5 that Weaver got? Was it 4-seam, cutter, changeup, slider, curveball? You get a curveball or something? Man, I suck. I think I need to go back to the bat. When I use the PCI like this, and we're on like the lower difficulties, I find that I aim too far underneath the ball sometimes. Knuckle curve, got it, got it. Thing is, Weaver's live series has 4 pitches, right? So, I think Munoz only has 3 on his live series. 4-seam, circle change, cutter, slider, knuckle curve. There it is. So, I think they added the slider? Or the curve? It's one of those two. I think it's a slider they added. I think you already had knuckle curve. Okay, there we go. See, I aimed so far underneath that one and it went. But just the bad PCI, so no need to question it. I honestly think that Pete Alonso card is very solid. Very, very solid. I suck. That's 2 ABs in the second inning now. Hold up. That Pete Alonso card is probably pretty neat as like a first base DH option. It's funny because I saw someone who reacted to that card and they were like, oh man, why do you guys always do Pete Alonso's defense dirty? Early game, you want his defense to stink, especially as a first baseman. You kind of want his defense to stink where you're going to be sacrificing the hitting. If the defense is good, then you're going to get less hitting. You need every single spotlight pack player to get Santana, Ethan. It's kind of insane. So, like, with the cards I dropped today, that raised the price of him to, it doubled the price of it, I think. They had, like, 5 cards for it today. 5 pack cards. So, yeah, it's kind of insane. If you want to get that Santana right now, you're dishing out a lot of stubs. And like, there's no workaround behind it. Yes, you can maybe get the program done, get lucky, and pull them at the 2 most expensive ones out of the packs, but you got 3 more to buy anyway. Did not expect it to be that way, but here we are. Or I say heading into today, didn't expect it, but yeah, they had 5 cards, just diabolical work. Nice PCI, dork. Nice. Freaking, you're playing golf out there? Trying to hit in the dirt? You know what? I probably shouldn't play any ranked or anything today. Because if these are swings that I'm putting up in this extreme moment, it's just not meant for me to do today. Not meant for me. And look at that, man. What is that PCI? I swear I didn't put it all the way that low. But they anchored his PCI up. But they anchored this up here. And of course, he throws a pitch high. You're a coward! You did this? Hey, no. I didn't decide to put the moment in. Did I say this should be an extreme moment? Yes. Did SCS actually do it? Also, yes. Don't put this on me, Pinky!
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Don't put this on me! It's sad because like I don't know if the moment is actually that hard. It just, I am swinging like booty cheeks. It is purely a skill issue right now. Which is not helping. See, I gotta hit that to right field, and I'm not. Every single ball I'm pulling. That's exactly what I mean, skill issue. What's up, Cole? How we doing, dude? Pick this on me? No. I only take credit when it's a good thing. Like a rational human being. How dare you guys put this on me? How dare you? Shame on you. That PCI got real small there. I don't like that. What up, Saunders? Appreciate it, dude. Am I gonna grow a beard? I'm like, do I currently not have a beard? Or are you saying I'm gonna grow it longer? Which I don't think I will be doing. I don't like my beard too long. I just like a personal thing with me. I think. Oh, I wanted the camera this way some more. There we go. Right? No? Trying to like line this up. Nope, I am going the wrong way.
Ball.
Pro streamer.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
I'll get this right one day.
Ball 2.
I'll get this lined up one day. Nothing I hate more than like being slightly not lined up on my camera.
Count full.
You know, that's probably smart, Die Boy. Probably smart. But see, I'm stubborn. And once I start something, I have to finish, you know? Once I start, I cannot move on until I finish. Nice pitch, dork. You know me, Yoda. You know me. You know me. But yeah, I don't like having too long of a beard. I just like having like a short beard because I got a big old baby face. If I don't have any sort of facial hair. Your boy does not have like any jawline. But I do not like having too much there. You're such a coward, Grant. If you were a real man, you'd throw a fastball right down the middle just for me to fly out to center field. You know, I did kind of call it. I was kind of spot on with it, except the fastball wasn't down the middle. You know me, Tomlin. You know me.
Ball one, no strikes.
Desi's looking nice right now. Oh, it's challenge failed. Hate to see that. Bro, keep it fair, you doofus. Gonna take a lot of play for a CPU game, you know? As it probably will for most people. How'd I hit with this PCI? Honestly, I normally don't do the best with the bat PCI. It's just been something I've done this year. And I honestly almost only like it on Go difficulty. Outside of Go, I typically don't like it. Like going center only with like altitude only or something. See, like, he's giving me pitches to hit. I just suck. Why do I suck so much? Yankees were 18-16 this time in 2023. Not feeling so good about it.
Ball two.
Yeah. But also, the Yankees have some guys returning that I think will help a bit. But I feel ya. I feel ya. I am hoping the Yankees find a way to get going. And the thing is, it's just not even that their offense has been bad or anything. It's just been bullpen. I think you literally take Devin Williams out of the equation, and they have a few more wins here. So I think once he gets going, that'll help them a ton. All right, hold up.
Bing bang.
Hold the phone. Give me more ABs. Still early is insane. Is this really an all-star? It feels like we're playing on like rookie difficulty right now with how slow these pitches are coming in.
Nope. 2-1.
Could just be on that demon timing right now. There was the pitch to hit out, but I suck. See, this is what I mean. This is such a skill issue. That was literally the easy homer right there. Now I've worked to a full count. He's probably going to walk me. Spit is everywhere on my mic. The microphone is soaking wet. 3!
Bing bang.
Come on. Gotta lock in right here. Lock in. Come on. Come on, baby. Give me one more at bat. Give me one more at bat. You're a coward. You're a smart man. Literally 9th inning, 2 outs. Why does Spencer Strider only throw 95? I thought he threw like gas. No way he's only throwing 95.
All one's the count.
Ah!
One ball, two strikes. Two balls, two strikes.
Now you want to throw 98, Spencer. Why am I so early at everything? Stop. Please, Gino.
The count is full.
I swear to Ramon Russell in game in Minecraft. That was an all-time choke. That was an all-time choke right there. How was I that early on those fastballs? What is the matter with my brain, man? Oh my God. That's unreal. And then
Bing bong.
I find the timing now. God, that was bad, dude. You can call me Devin Williams. How much I sold that one.
Ball one.
Again, I don't think this moment is that hard. It's just purely, I am absolute booty cheeks right now. Like, we're back to like MLB 19 scan with how bad I am right now.
Ball, man.
It's shameful. The missions kind of suck. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the stat grinding. Always my most disliked part of these programs. Okay, there we go.
Bing
Come
bong.
on. I mean, we're getting it down. We're improving. I'm actually getting the timing and the swings down in general. But I just need to lock it in when it matters. You just have to defeat yourself. Yes. Yes, exactly. That is a piss rocket of a homer.
Bing bong.
Come on, baby. Come on, Gino. Low key, I bet you this Gino gets very solid if you have like the D-backs boost going. We got 3 again.
Bing bong.
See? We're getting it down. That ball was crushed. All right, come on. Raisel Iglesias.
Ball, that's inside.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Ball, down. He's out.
Give me one at bat. One more at bat or you're a coward. I suck, man. The first 3 homers aren't bad. It's just the last one I'm in my head with. So bad. So bad. They're trying to put you... I mean, yes, they're definitely doing that, Joe. Here's the thing. And, like... It's quite the debate. And I don't really know how people feel about it. But this is some, like, MLB The Show lore. If you're, like, newer to the community over the last couple years. But in the past, people have been really wanting the packs in the game to kind of mean something. We had, like, a very long period of time. I think it was, like, MLB 19, probably even MLB 18, to MLB 2021. Where, like, pack cards were not significant. Like, the cards would typically always be cheap. And the players in them weren't always the best. It was, like, something that... It was a piece of feedback so many people gave. And, like, forget on, like, the fact on if, you know, it's nobody spent friendly and all of that. The cards just were never good enough, or the packs were never exciting enough to make people want to buy them. This is, like, a piece of feedback that, like, so many people gave back in those days. honestly even argue that MLB, I think in MLB 22 included, that the packs weren't great. So they've set a very clear direction, SDS, over these last couple years, to kind of like find ways to make the packs exciting by putting good cards in them, like chase packs. Making collections with them like we're seeing this year. And so on and so forth. And with that, we're trying to make packs exciting. There's an effort to try to make the cards good in the packs. And worth it for people to buy and try to take the luck with. Which obviously shifts it from being a very, like, no money spent friendly. You know, you can get every card that you want to just by playing the game. And if you had to buy some, they would typically be very cheap. To, you know, now that you're adding that excitement to the packs, there are going to be some expensive cards. And, like, seriously, it has been something they have been working on for the last few years. I mean, it's been noticeable. Remember MLB 23? We had a day one Mike Trout available in the choice pack. It's been something they've been doing for a few years. And, like, it was such a big piece of feedback back then. Like, I'm so serious. Like, that, everyone looked at the end of those years, they're like, man, like, packs aren't exciting. Not that I personally care too much. But they wanted to make the packs maybe exciting, add some fun cards in there. So that's why you've seen this like shift in packs in the awards programs, choice, like the little promotion packs, promo packs where you have like all the themes and stuff. They've been trying to find some balance that works to like incentivize people to get the cards. And while maybe not making the FOMO, like hey, like I really need this card right now, that while trying to not make that feel too bad. And it's always constantly teetering one way or the other. And I think off the rip in this game, it was very, very like player friendly. But again, the pack cards weren't the best. Like, remember like the pipeline cards or like the Dylan Cruz and stuff. And even like the Roki that was a collection. I don't think people loved those cards. It's kind of started to pick up the pace with new threads and really with the Easter egg stuff. So, right now, yes, the cards are expensive. Cards like that are tough to get. It is literally incentivizing people to spend stubs. Also, I think I just sold, but we'll get another AB. And I mean, is it perfect? I don't think it's perfect, but it's something that is a byproduct of them trying to make this move bit by bit over the last few years and trying to find that balance, you know?
Nope. Ball one.
And I think the thing people forget, including me sometimes, and yes, I'm trying to yap while I'm playing this to kind of mindlessly play here and not put too much pressure on this swing. This is intended. I think people forget that, like, yes, the best cards in the game are in collections and stuff at the very moment, but they get easier to get over time and it'll still be viable for plenty of time. I suck. And there goes the moment. So, yes, those chase pack cards are expensive. Yes, kind of sucks that you gotta buy the cards. But also, like, if you're not just going for the collection stuff, what are we spending the stubs on? Like, what do you spend the stubs on once you get the collections done? What do you spend stubs on in the first place? If, like, a lot of people don't even go for collections. So, like, I don't hate it in the sense, like, it gives me something to give direction for. And at least with the power creep this year, when cards kind of start to phase out of the meta, they should get cheaper. They should. And SDS needs to make sure that they do that, ideally soon enough. So yes, when those cards are still good, they get affordable for most people. Hopefully. I think that's what it boils down to. There's always going to be a premium for those best few cards in the game. But you don't need those cards. You don't need all of them right now to have a good team. So that's my thoughts in that whole debate. But, you know, I get why people say, you know, it sucks having the cards be buyable only. Sucks they don't give out the cards for free. I get it. I don't think people are wrong for feeling that way. That's just at least my perspective on it.
Two balls, two strikes.
Yep, it's a constant, never-ending cycle, Cream. You know, cards phase in and out of the meta. It's constantly revolving like that. So, like, basically, it's like there's a premium for the top. Like, I think the only people who really need those cards right away are, like, the best of the best. Like, the people who play the game all the damn time at the top, like, legend part of the game. And even still, there are people who've made top 50 without having all the collection cards or, like, any of the live series collection cards. So, like, I understand when people feel that way, but, like, you don't need the cards right away. And that's the thing I've been trying to teach myself. Like, up until, like, MLB 23, I felt like I could get every single card in the game at any given time. And I'm trying to teach myself that I just shouldn't be thinking that way anymore. And I shouldn't be able to get every single card, like, I mean, like, literally every card in the game easily like that. And some cards I gotta just work my butt off for, you know? And some cards I gotta just intentionally skip out on. What's up, Genzi? How we doing, buddy? I mean, they do have 2 in the program, Rocky. But I feel ya. It'd be nice if they had 3. I mean, my guess is that down the road, they're gonna start spitting out those packs down the road. And hopefully it's at a point soon enough where Santana is very viable still. And I think that's what they're planning on. Like, they made him and Carroll 92 overalls. And this power creep is real slow this year. So I think there'll be a point where you'll be able to collect them and get that card when there are other solid, like, low 90s catchers. Yeah, and I would say the bigger problem at hand is the live series prices. I think if they need to focus on anything, they need to focus on balancing those expensive live series prices. Because it gets to that point where it's getting nearly unobtainable for a lot of people. And I ain't even talking, like, from, like, a spoiled perspective. You know, I got them right away. Like, 600K is insane for one card. Kind of insane. I think that needs to be kind of kept in check a bit more. How do you feel about it? Honestly, I think it's a pretty neat drop. I like the cards they came out with. I'm not really wowed either. And that's kind of how I felt about a lot of the drops. Like, I'm not hopping on, like, so ecstatic to get things done. But I think a lot of the cards they've been coming out with are good. I think the cards are fun. I'm not really, I don't know if it's just a me thing because where I'm at with this game nowadays, but I'm trying not to, like, sink too much investment in how I feel about everything. Like, everything is, like, the end of the world or, like, the best drop ever for me. I'm just kind of, like, keeping up with it, doing it to do it when I want the cards, just because trying to have fun in, like, the grind itself.
That's a ball.
Yeah, I will say that the live series cards, they really went up. Honestly, because of the people who invested. Like, the investments made them skyrocket. People invested in the live series a ton for that first update, which, you know, is a good thing. They're able to get some stubs in their pocket. But the trade-off of that is that, yeah, it just... The prices get balanced by supply and demand. And the supply did not go up nearly enough on those cards. The demand went up drastically, though, because more people had the stubs to afford them. So all those guys just skyrocketed up. So I think they need to do, I mean, we'll kind of get some help in the Weekend Classic this weekend. And low key, if you all remember, when they made the change with the 85 plus live series diamond pack, I think that was the case for the first Weekend Classic. You remember that there was the pack in the flash sale that said you get an 85 plus diamond, and then they fixed it to get actually every 85 plus card, including the 88 plus. Low key, I think that pack was still the exact same as it was before they fixed it in the first Weekend Classic. Meaning if you're someone who got the 485 plus diamond packs in that weekend classic, you could only get 85 to 87 overalls. So it might help with this weekend classic to get that stock up a bit with more people actually being able to pull that card. Hopefully. In theory, it should. A lot of people were expecting a big crash for the big boy cards in the weekend classic because of it, but it didn't happen. And I think we could probably pin it towards the pack not functioning right. Exactly, Rocky. I mean, I'm an optimist about a lot of stuff. Probably it's to a point where it's like a flaw of mine sometimes. But like, I think that it's good that you got so many spotlight cards in the program this time. Makes that collection obtainable without spending like much stubs at all, which is kind of nice. And they're going to keep on doing things like that bit by bit, making that collection easier to get. Like, I think they got to still come out with some more all-star cards. I think second half heroes are kind of tough too. And standouts as well, but they're getting there bit by bit. Man, I got to start hitting these opposite field swings out for homers. I am not doing it enough. He was white. Well, I will say this, Burke. On the contrary, I think some of the people are like many of the times it's warranted. I think the problem in general, and this is just like a general, like almost like gaming. I'm sounding like a boomer almost, because it's like feels like an old man yelling at the clouds type thing. But I feel like just in general with gaming, you know, people are very critical about everything. And I don't even know if it's not just a this game thing. It's just with gaming nowadays. But it's also just because like when more and more people get really into your game, you know, for those type of players, it's almost like that big of a deal. And when you see certain social media posts by certain people that, you know, double down on your opinion and almost overblow the whole thing sometimes, it makes those people feel even more warranted and and it goes with the positive side of things too. People like everything is just like almost like the internet's this echo chamber where it's like the people who really, really don't like it and the people who really, really like it will all find each other and they reinforce their own opinions and act like their side is the only right side. And it feels like every single thing is a lot more nuanced than just, hey, this is the right thing or this is the wrong thing. But the way that people put things out there on the internet make it seem like there is only one right answer with a lot of these things. So I think the people have the right to point out and nitpick. I think there are definitely critiques with a lot of things, especially with how many people play, or especially with how many people got into the game. You know, the game kind of shifting in, you know, the reason you got into the game 3 years ago, the thing that made Diamond Dynasty fun, for example, might not be the case for you as much anymore because they make those changes. So, you know, I think a lot of people are warranted to complain or point out critiques. I think the thing that gets me more than anything is that people forget that many people play the game for many different reasons. Oh my, Rocky with the 5 gifted. My dude with the 5 bomb. Coach got the Gatorade showers go. Get some scan love emotes in the chat for my dude. Rocky, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much. You guys got gifted this up from Rocky. Make sure you thank my guy. I know I'm yapping a lot. I'm kind of like reading chat as a whole here. I apologize. I gotta say, I appreciate the conversation we're having here. It's a fun conversation. Yeah, I'll be honest, Rocky, is that I kind of, at this point, I don't know if people are going to like me saying this. I don't know. But I'm just at a point where I just stopped caring as much. And it kind of started back in MLB 22, where like when I was getting burnt out on playing this game all the time, I was playing this game all the time, streaming it every day, uploading YouTube videos every day. I was grinding my butt off the back end of MLB 22. And when I was kind of getting burnt out, I was like, man, for me to keep doing this content stuff like I really enjoy it, I have to kind of slow down. I kind of have to stop taking the game so seriously. Just take a step back and just make sure I'm only playing it when I am having fun with it, making the things that I enjoy the most. So I had to take a step back and be like, hey, it's not the world for me anymore. And in that process, it's been a bit of like, you know, the feedback. I don't have as much strong emotions on the feedback. And a lot of times I try to find fun with it because that's just what I'm trying to do for myself, you know? Yes, you know, there are problems with a lot of things in the game. But I'm not trying to nitpick all the negatives all the time. I'm trying to find some fun in it, you know? Oh my. Jake! With the tier 1! We got a hype train. What's up, Instinct? How we doing, dude? Also, did I entirely miss this? Did I miss subs while I was yapping there, chat? I don't know if I did. I think my thing is just being weird. No, I did not. Appreciate you all with love. We got a hype train going. Get your bing bongs. Get your bing bongs here for just 1 bing bong point. You can get your bing bongs here, chat. Jake, I appreciate it, buddy, for the 3 months. Absolute legend. Job is disappointment. I mean, fair. I get it. Absolutely get it. Absolutely get why people don't love this drop. That's the thing that kind of, I think some people not warp, but they don't understand about my takes is that, no, I honestly get why people don't love certain things. You know, a lot of the cards are like Wyatt Langford, for example, is so defensive and speed heavy. So he could have been a way more well-rounded card. Attributes like discipline still affect cards. Discipline and durability and stuff that like don't have much impact. So cards kind of get, you know, boosted in overall because of silly attributes that don't do much. Like, I think they need to have a better overall system for rating cards. Like, I think there needs to be way more bias towards hitting attributes, like contact and power and stuff, than they currently have.
Bing bang.
What's up, Fort Base? How we doing,
Bing
dude?
bang.
All right, let me sit back on the ball a little bit. I'm like early on everything. I gotta intentionally slow down on the ball here. Get your bing bongs here.
Bing bang.
Free cards this year have all been horrible. I don't think they've been horrible. I disagree that they're horrible. But it's a matter of opinion. I can see why people don't like them, but I don't think they're horrible.
Bing bang.
I think a lot of people could hop on in games with those free-to-earn cards and do plenty good with them.
Bing bang.
Are they as stacked as the pay-to-earn cards? No. But I think they're fine cards.
Bing bang.
But again, that's my take on it. That's my take on it once again. See, like, I gotta hit that ball to the right field, man. Like, holy hell. Why can't I sit back and hit the ball to the right field? I'm like, poo-poo.
Bing bang. Bing bang.
Unless you're gonna field like PCA. Yeah.
Bing bang.
It's an interesting debate. And that's the thing. It almost sounds like I'm like not choosing a side here, but like that's kind of what I mean where I'm like, I don't care that much. Like, I look at some of the cards and if they aren't the best ever, I don't really care too much because like being realistic, even if the cards are solid, do they make my team? Like, I got live series collections done. I sold my soul to get them done right away. I think those live series cards are going to be better in most cases anyway. And if they make it better for me, it might become a problem for most of the other cards in the game. Like, they're taking a very intentionally slow power creep this year. So,
Bing bang.
Reynolds and Beltran after that. Well, I wouldn't say everyone, Vince, just because most people don't have those cards.
Bing bang.
Like, if you guys watched me play the World Series push, even just facing teams at like 700 plus, like none of the dudes had Beltran.
Bing bang.
A lot of them were using guys like Bob Gibson in a rotation. I don't think they even had any of the chase pack cards. So it's like, yes, like in theory, on paper, those guys are like the go-to cards. We gotta remember such a little amount of people get them. I will say, selfishly, on like Legend Go difficulty games, you're gonna see those guys all the damn time. And I want more variety for that part of the game. But it's such like a small percentage of the game, where it's like we're already nitpicking the best few cards anyway. All right, come on. I suck! Stop swinging at the low changeup, you dork! I suck! Okay, we got one more at bat. It's locking time, chat. It's locking time. Sorry, we're taking a diversion from the conversation. I gotta focus here. We're facing a lefty. I gotta do this right now. I have to do this right now, chat. Hi, Drew! We need like a lock-in song here. I'm waiting for... Oh, here we go. Banger. Banger of a song. Come on. 3 homers. We finally have a chance for one more. Big at bat right here. 4-seam slider changeup. Need a homer here. Damn. Bang! I'm gonna bang so hard! Ah! We did it! We did it! That was so easy. So easy. Easiest moment of my life. So easy. So easy. All right. Nice. That's another 30 stars in the program. I'm telling you all, like, just in review of that moment, I don't think it's that hard. I was just genuinely butt cheeks most of that time. We were yapping half of the time too. So like, honestly, I think the W Extreme moment, definitely the longest it took for me to get any of them done though. Like this one, the 10 runs in an inning, I like mindlessly got done that night. I got like a lot of like extra like blue pits and stuff that helped too. But I got done like my first few attempts. And then this one, you all know this one, we got done in like our second try, I think. So definitely the hardest one, but I still don't think it's too bad. Like comparing it to like normal like extreme programs and stuff, I don't think that was too bad. Whew. Maddie, I don't get involved in drama or anything like that. Drew is one of my buds. He's one of my buds. I've known him for a few years. I don't get involved in his nonsense. It's one of my buds, so he's a mod in here. We keep all that out of here, though, I will say. We keep all the drama and silly stuff out of here. This is a place, this is a safe space where we don't try to bring that up. So, yeah. We're just going to kind of keep it at that. Better PCI placement without precision rings. Good question. I would say it just comes down to reps in the zone. But funny enough, I think as well, it's worth trying different PCIs. Like, at least for me, like PCI is like, it's like a mental thing for me. So like, I like to find a few different PCIs that I like to use. Yes, I'm going to custom practice. The answer is for you. I like to find different PCI combinations that I use that I end up liking or not. And I kind of like try to find out why I like those PCIs. And it actually helps me so much with my placement. Like when I play on GOAT difficulty, for example, put it on GOAT, I like to run the bat PCI because I find when I use another PCI, the PCI is very small. So the bat PCI just keeps it static. The visual PCI here, one size, and makes it slightly bigger than it normally is. So I like it for GOAT because it makes me, I still feel comfortable to swing. And it's a PCI that can still aim for like the center only. So when I play GOAT, I use bat PCI. Another one I like to try on the higher difficulties is using altitude only. So I'll do something like this. And you see how small that is? It looks so small on GOAT. So I typically don't use it on GOAT. Would use it on like Legend and Hall of Fame though, if I find that I'm aiming too far in the outer part of the PCI and I really want to hone it on the center, I'll typically use it on like Hall of Fame or Legend difficulty. And it's just like it's another option of a PCI. And then sometimes, you know, maybe I'll use a PCI like this and I'm not hitting well. I have a basic one that I use mostly for like the lower difficulties, where I do circle center, basic inner. And this makes the PCI look slightly bigger, but sometimes in my brain, I need a slightly bigger PCI, especially when I am playing on the lower difficulties, because I find that I don't elevate the ball enough. I need a bigger PCI to see that I can get that top third. So if you're struggling with placing your PCI, don't be afraid to try different PCIs and see just like how it affects you mentally. I know that wasn't like a good sample size of swings there, but like those are things I think about when my PCI placement isn't off. Obviously precision rings, getting reps, and just being gentle with the PCI. Getting the thumbstick cover is also good, but that's another big part of it too. Hey, let's go, Joe. Let's go, dude. Go Yankees. Let's go, Rimmer Rammer. Woo! Let's go Yankees. But yeah, chat, I just want to say this has been fun stream so far. You've been yapping. This has been a fun yap session of a stream. I appreciate you guys. So what we were talking about before, we were talking about like DD content and stuff before I had to lock it on that moment. So let me ask you all, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about the content drop today? Type a number 1 through 10. Like 10, you love it. You're ecstatic. You're hopping on, grinding it right now, and you're putting on your team right now, and you are itching to play the game. A 0 being you're dreading your life and never bothering to play the game because there's one content drop. Type in the chat. How do we feel? Ooh. 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 Ew. Stinky poo-poo. Ew. Wah. Hey, diamond's a diamond. Did he count? Oh my god, 2 in a row? Hold the phone. Ew, actually also stinky poo-poo. Of course, we pulled 2 diamonds in a row, and they are both for a combined 3,000 stubs. I'm gonna clip that, because I know if I post that getting upset at the diamonds, someone's gonna get upset and be like, well, at least you pulled 2 diamonds. I haven't pulled 1 diamond in 500 packs. Honestly, that Brandon Webb is probably pretty fun. Probably pretty fun. Yapping and tapping. Real. Real. So 4 out of 5, 6.5, 0 out of 10, 69. Nice. Nice. 3. Probably like a 7. So 5 I'm getting, a lot of people are like so-and-so about it, which is about what I expected. A lot of so-and-so. And it's probably where I'm at. Like, I'm probably like a 6. Like, it's a neat drop. It's neat, I guess. It's not like Corbin Carroll is a kind of fun card. Had I not Carlos Beltran and some really good cards, I think that Corbin Carroll card would be so good. But like, I even look at my team and like, I'll probably try him. Oh, and we had this freeze again. Nice. I'd honestly try him in right field over Paul O'Neill. Get some speed out there. Like, the attributes are similar between him. And just O'Neill is slower and has worse fielding. So I'd try him. It just, I already know I'm getting a Giancarlo Stanton Weekend Classic that no matter what I'm going to use, because I love Stanton cards like that. And then like pitcher wise, like, I think the most positive thing is that Carlos Santana coming out caused Posada to get really cheap for me, or a lot cheaper. So I can kind of go for Posada now. So I look forward to getting him, but yeah. I think a viable critique that people have is that content drops stink when like most of the content are just paid stub cards that most people aren't going out of their way for, or aren't able to go out of their way for. And it's sentiment I've kind of felt over the last couple years, when like the content is pack content or cards you got to buy. Like, look at all the stubs you got to put into this. This is 150, 190, 250, like around 300k stubs, and I already had all these cards just to get Santana. It's exciting, but I don't play the game enough, and I'm not constantly grinding the game to constantly make stubs to have a bunch on standby. So I don't think I can get too excited at this, because I'm not getting any of these cards, you know? And also, just being honest, like on their own, like, yeah, this is a fun pack card. I think this card is solely expensive because of the pack odds. Like, it's a good card, but not one that I think is worth the stub value. And that goes with Noel V. Marte, I think, as well. Liberator. Yeah, like, he's got Sinker Cutter. Is he 50k worth it? No. I think he'll get cheaper, but still. Point is, these cards are kind of overvalued because people are going for the collection. They aren't valuable on their own. So it's like, I'm not buying them on that for that reason. I'm not going to go for the collection right away. I'm going to wait for it to get cheaper. So like right now, I can't get excited about today's drop. But you know, eventually I'll get him. I'll be all right. I'm actually kind of excited for this card. I think Alonso's kind of neat. That clutch will be kind of nice for a pinch hitter. But yeah, I'm not jumping out of my seat for it. Not jumping out of my seat. And I figured there were people who were anticipating only needing 2 cards and the last couple cards being not too expensive to get the Santana card. And maybe people were expecting Corbin Carroll to, you know, not be such like a boosted card because of his speed and defense. It being like a well-rounded offensive card too. I mean, it's a good hitting card, just not as good as it could have been. So I get why people are kind of about it. That's kind of why I'm kind of about it. But it's also not the end of the world to me, because I know damn well new content will come out Friday with new inning program, and I'm going to be playing this game all the damn time anyway. So that's why I'm not really fretting. And also, like, the game come out with the worst content drop, I just wouldn't care too much. Not because I don't like the game or anything. I just, you know, if something's bad, then I just won't play it. And I'll just move on with my life. So right fielder, center fielder, first base. See, I don't love the stat tallying stuff, but I guess we'll just stack players from the program. So first baseman, center fielder, right fielder. Those are like the big 3 positions. And then Rangers, D-backs. Ugh, there's so much to keep track of, man. And I should put those cards on the team. That should be priority. Put the program cards on the team. What's up, James? How we doing, buddy? Had 300k in standby. Yeah, I figured the people who have it done had the stubs on standby. Which is smart. Smart work. See, you guys are smart. I'm not. Oh, he is a primary catcher. Was that just the moment it was just bugged then? I was gonna say, it would have made no sense if this card was a primary DH. Thank God. Thinking in the moment he was a DH card. That would have been so silly had he not been. Is there a center fielder or left fielder who can play first that was in the program? That's probably no. Try and like decide what is the most efficient way to what. Brennan Donovan definitely needs to be there. Keyshaw plays second, third, center. So I think I just got to put those guys there, and I think I'm just going to go through these one at a time. So use program cards and then try to make everyone else a right fielder, for example. And then go to center field you know? So let's get the 2 second baseman in. Is that how you pronounce his name? Keyshaw? Corbin? This is a Corbin Carroll card we're going for. I'll give you all a look at it. Nope, that's White Langford. This is Corbin Carroll, the Lightning card. I think he's still pretty good. I think this is a very solid card. I bet the one thing people look at is the contact versus left or the power versus left. But like I use Paul O'Neill out there. His splits are actually like not far off. And I love Paul O'Neill, so I think Corbin Carroll will be very solid. Put Hoskins at first. Good call. Good call. See, it's good to know when you have a chat that knows what they're doing. It's great to see. Great to see. He's got to be a primary first baseman, right? Or is he a primary? Oh, that's where he is. I was going to say, where's Mr. Reset? And I guess at this point, just all right fielders start off with. You play third, so that works. Might go Paul O'Neill. Might go Aaron Judge. My former GOAT, Juan Soto. And then one more right fielder. Which one of you are right fielder? I know one of you are. You're a left fielder, you sneaky son of a gun. You're a center fielder, you sneaky son of a gun. Man, right field kind of fell off. Right field fell off. Everyone's a center fielder. Trout. There we go. All right, so we'll run with this for now. And then we'll put all the program guys in the first part of the order. And then we'll go for our extra base hits with right fielders to start. God, what a banger of a song. What a absolute banger of a song. Tops now in Spotlight. That's probably not a bad idea either. Probably not a bad idea. So let's see. So total bases. You do get more for those for the team and total bases one. So Rangers D-backs. You know what I should do? I should put live series Corbin Carroll out there. I assume he's a primary right fielder. We could start that. And then, yeah, I don't think the Rangers have anyone significant there. But it probably is not a bad idea. Yeah, it probably is smart to focus on this because we need math. Big maths here. 49 stars. So you can get doing all these 6-point missions. You get 36 of those stars, which is like a majority of them. And then just using the program cards that gives you the rest. That's probably the way to go. Yeah, this will give us 10. I think we'll get this. So that make it 46. Yeah. We'll do that. We're just going to stack with Tops Now and Spotlight. I think we start off with Tops Now. That is probably smart. Probably smart. 6 each? Okay, okay. Are there... I entirely missed it. Were there any pitching missions there? I don't even know if there are any pitching missions. Because there are pitching missions, and that'll help as well. Bubich and Pabetta? Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. This is like my my kind of gripe with these programs. I kind of wish there were more straightforward paths set up, you know? It's kind of crazy keeping track and deciding what to do here. So 10 stolen bases. We need to do that. 25 Ks. Okay, so we want to pitch with Spotlight for sure. And then 20 homers with Spotlight. So it seems like for sure you want to pitch with the Spotlight, guys. Especially once you get Luke Weaver, we got to pitch with him because he's a drop 5 guy. But we'll start off with Bubich. Or Pavetta. Do I finish live? Still need Otani, Judge, Witt, Soto. I always recommend going first for a live series. Idaho Mike. Because those live series cards are tough to predict price-wise. Those monthly award cards are going to get cheaper. Today is going to be where they're at their peak. Or the spotlight cards, I should say. So I'd recommend doing live series first. And they'll give you more cards for the what you call collection. For Scott Rowland. Alright, so we'll start off with this. Yeah, we get a lot of our PXP that we need with the spotlight guys just by pitching with them. So I think it's kind of smart to stack with the hitters. Oh, there's not even a PXP mission with them. We just need the strikeouts with them. And then, yeah, it just... the collections that are optional, and then stats. So I think we're just going to focus on doing these bottom 6 missions along getting these PXP. I think we'll be fine. We'll do that while playing Conquest. Libertor is so much more expensive than that. Yep. That would make sense. That would make sense. Start with the lightning map. I don't think you get crap for doing this, but, you know, unless you have some surprise hidden packs, this is a quick map to get done, you know? Hey, that's worth it. Literally a free jumbo pack for going up that far. Did I do extreme? I did. Chat can vouch. It was so easy, too. I recommend everyone should try it. I think everyone can get it done in like 5 minutes. If you don't, you're the worst player of the game ever. So trap for Santander. That is a closer strategy. Buy some live series. I mean, it's a good question. This is one thing if you want to do it. There's a tool on ShowZone where you could, if you pay for their premium, which I know it's extra money put out, but it's worth it. If you get their premium subscription, you could like connect your inventory to the game and you could see exactly how many subs that you need for the collection. So you can actually see like if you need more stubs to get the live series collections done based on what you need to buy. If you have 1 million stubs right now. And then you could see, then you can make a decision there. Like, do you keep stubs to make more stubs? Might not be a bad move to wait until the weekend classic this weekend. So I think this could be a weekend where those live series dip down at least a little bit because the 85 plus packs are actually working right this time. Might be safe to at least bank on that, like take a shot at that happening and waiting till the weekend classic to buy anything. I regret everything. You know what, closer? It's okay, buddy. It happens to the best of us. We have to learn that lesson one day. Also, sorry, YouTube chat. We have been yapping a lot on here. How we doing, YouTube folk? How we doing, Raymond and Bricker Boy? Hey, Axel, if you're still here, hope you feel better, buddy. All right, so we're going to pitch with Hunter Green. Get our spotlight strikeouts. We're going for Tops Now PXP. Or not PXP with Tops Now. All the different stats for the Tops Now, guys. It's like total base of the Tops Now. Good for steals. Say less. Stealing right now. He's gone. Bang.
Bing bang.
Yeah, I would recommend, chat, at least trying the extreme moment. But if you struggle on it, you don't have to do it. It's a lot of time put into one moment. But if you're someone who's remotely okay at the game, like you can make World Series or you're playing up like a bit on Hall of Fame and such, I would try it. You never know what you can run into to save some time. Even like I think taking half an hour to an hour to get that moment done is way more worth it than doing all the stat tallying. I hate the stat tallying missions. So I'll do anything I can to skip out on some of those. Man, I wonder why my timing feels so off right now. Maybe I'm so early on everything today.
2-2 the count.
So the steals are with the tops now. It's actually with both of them. Tops now and Spotlight. Right? I thought I saw that it was for Spotlight and Tops now. Thought that was the one mission that was for both. Hey, baddie, slay. Hell yeah. What's up, W15? I just got called a baddie, chat. I just got called a baddie. Think I should put that on like my like dating app profiles. Just got called a baddie by some random person on the internet.
Ball, that's inside.
All right, Augustine, I want your PXP. I want you to give me all of your PXP. I suck. I suck. Hit a nuke, I got you. I got you. I will never do that, J Mills. Never ever do that. I will never do that. That would be so bad. The day I ever do a Tinder stream is the day I should retire. It's the day I should retire or never come back. If that's what we stoop down to, then I should never make content ever again. Yes, he was indeed a former Yankee prospect. He was traded in the Jazz deal. Attaboy, Chandler. Attaboy. The Grubhub drivers. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. I need strikeouts. Michael King might dice up. You know, he might. It is screaming a big revenge game for him. Has he even pitched against the Yankees since they traded him last year? I don't know if he has.
Off the plate, ball 1.
But it is stereotypical revenge game. Do I have OnlyFan? No. No, I don't, Oatmeal. No, I don't. Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road? Why didn't the toilet paper cross the road? Great question. I have no idea. I love how even on a, what is this, like rookie or veteran difficulty conquest game, I could still get blooped by the CPU. I have minifan, true! Because it got stuck in a crack. Ha ha ha. I like it. I like that. I like it, Bricker boy.
0-1.
Can these guys just strike out? I literally put in Hunter Green to get strikeouts, and he doesn't feel like striking out dudes. So many of these Tops Now cards are just slappy boys. Just all slappy boys. Come on, Javier. I believe in you, Javier. Yeah! Jeez, man. Freaking nice swing, dork. Look at that PCI. That's gonna go foul? No, it's gonna be caught. Even better. Oh, never mind. Hooray! I'm so good. I am like the Luke Skywalker of the show community. I am like the Luke Skywalker of the show community. Only you can save us. If that's a case, then Joe, then we're screwed. It's doomsday. If it's down to me, it's over. It is over for this community. I don't know how I could, if it were all down to me, you know, all I'd have to say to you guys is get ready to learn Baseball 9 or the other baseball games out there exist. Get ready to learn Pro Baseball Spirits 25. We would be so screwed if it were down to me. You know what? I like that closer. We just call them floppy boys. They're floppy boys, not slappy boys. Floppy boys. That's so much more fun. There was a stretch like last year. I would get so many comments on YouTube to play that Baseball 9 game, and I had no idea what it was. There's like this one guy on YouTube who has just cornered the Baseball 9 community. And it's absolutely insane. I didn't even know it was a game. I had no idea. It's a game that no one ever talks about outside of my YouTube comments. Very generous umpire. Didn't even see the call. But he's a good man. Got the $20 slipped in his pocket. What is the best card of all time? Common Ramiro Mendoza in MLB The Show 18. Best card in Diamond Dynasty history. Bro, you're playing me? Bro, you're playing me him? You are the Milwaukee Brewers play versus CPU team? That's insane. That's crazy that you're playing me. I didn't know that you controlled the play versus CPU teams, him. That's insane. Pitches on the edge. Gotcha. Yeah, he owns the Brewers. You got the Brewers owner in the chat. Kind of insane. Wow, I am actually booty cheeks. I am actually so bad today, chat. It's kind of insane.
That's outside.
There we go. There's something. Let's hit him in, team. What's the best card of all time? I'll say it again. Mario Mendoza. Did I say Ramiro Mendoza? Mario Mendoza. That's his name, right? In MLB The Show 18. That's the best Diamond Dynasty card of all time. And if you don't know, then you don't know. Who's gotten the extreme moments done for me? Me! I did! Me! I did! With ease, too. It was, Genzi. It was. It was kind of funny. They still have what's-his-face as a legend. Is it Tony Tarasco? Is that his name? They still have him as a legend in this game. And they only dropped him last year as a DD card on April Fool's, I think. Just as a meme.
No strike. That's ball four.
All right. We got some hilariously epic music going here for what shouldn't be a very serious moment. A conquest game on like Veteran. Attaboy Chandler Simpson. Absolute piss rocket. All right, see, I gotta change my PCI, I think. Aiming too low on the PCI right now. Ah, you didn't expect my wild card here. Nick Pivetta out of the bullpen. Ha-ha! Veterans harder than GOAT. Real. Real. You're so real for that. Bang. This took you back 9 years? Oh my god. 9 years?
0-1.
Has it been that long? That long? Oh my God, you had 9 to 10 in that Guardians game? I should pull it up on my TV. 2016. Is that when the Mendoza card came out? Was that 16? Oh, the music. Oh. Yes, of course. Yes. Yes. This is like old school YouTube music right here. YouTube folk, love you to death. You can't hear the music. But we were playing the legendary song of 300 Violin Orchestra. And if someone types in the YouTube chat, oh, we hear it, then I'm terrified for my life. But it's spear tackle by the copyright gods. Bricker, I'm not gonna power swing! Stop telling me to power swing! I'm gonna power swing with my heart desires! Ah! Nice swing, Javier. You absolutely pissed on that ball. So I forgot I had Chandler Simpson in second, and I totally could have stole third. Please, just don't be caught. Eee! I actually thought that was landing easily. What an idiot! What an idiot! Idiot! Yeah, Caleb Durbin! Yeah, we have a run! Yeah!
Bing bang.
All right, we're back. Bricker, I dare you to type one more time in the YouTube chat telling me to power swing. Do it one more time, I dare you. One more time, I dare you. I triple dog dare you. Tell me to power swing one more time. Anyone in the YouTube chat, I dare you. YouTube mod chat right now. Right now. Take a lap. Take a lap. Minutes. Is anything about Twitch? You're right. Twitch gets a pass because you guys weren't telling me to power swing for 10 minutes. You get a pass.
No ball, 2 strikes.
This is a YouTube chat beef right here. All right, so I think we got enough runs to win this game, chat. Can't believe it took me 4 innings to do it, but we did it. Embarrassing showing versus CPU in our very first game here. Would have loved the strike out there, but fine. Get Bubic in here. I want the strikeout. Chat, this right here, I don't really talk about the Logic music too much on the stream. This right here is my GOAT Logic song. Nice. Attaboy Bubic. This right here is my number 1. Nice. Way to be, Yelich. Nice base running dork. Also, the Nationals ended up winning that, huh? Damn. That game got wild over there. Ooh, they're playing minor league game with DeVries. I will be watching that for now. I want to see DeVries play. Hey, you have a good one, Vince. I appreciate you hanging, dude. You have a great one, my friend. All right, let's go towards the Padres now. What a mess of a Conquest game, chat. That was so ugly. I mean, it just shows how bad I'm playing today. I don't know why I'm playing so bad, but I'm playing so dang bad right now. I almost couldn't beat the CPU on like veteran difficulty. Like we drew it up, Ben. Exactly as we drew it up. That's why I brought in Bubich. I just knew. I just knew. Oh my god. This game, it's 9-0 in the first in this game? Holy hell. I don't even know what that minor league team's name is, but damn. Damn, son. Seventh in miniseries? Oh my god. See, like, I like playing Diamond Quest in my own time when I'm just chilling late at night and I get that itch to, like, maybe sweat a little bit without wanting to play ranked. And I'll tell you what, like, late night, half asleep, GOAT difficulty Diamond Quest games are terrifying. Like, it's GOAT difficulty. So, already tough. But when you're, like, half asleep and you're behind on the fastballs, it is terrifying. It's nightmare fuel. Can I play an All-Star? Yes. I almost don't have enough faith in myself to play an All-Star. Not right now. Take another turn. What's up, Bryce Harper? How we doing, dude? I'm a psycho? Yeah, I am. I know what I am. Tell me something I don't know. I feel like none of these guys... All these monthly war pitchers have, like, oddly low K per 9. Someone like Hunter Green doesn't have high K per 9. Like, doesn't feel right for some reason. Watch out for Tatis. Okay. Throwing a fastball at Tatis's head. That's what you just told me to do, basically. Bro, Ben, last stream, I actually posted on my VOD channel on YouTube. I played Diamond Quest in the last game, the last stadium. I was up, I think it was 2-0 against the Yankees, and I choked the lead. Blooped for 1 run. Got a blooper that bounced over my left fielder's head to take the lead. Or I think I had a 1-0 lead, and they scored 2 on that little bloop. And I lost the game, and I wasted an hour of my time. It made me so sad. That's the PCI's fault. I'm still on the last PCI. I need to be on center only. Yeah. Gotta change this in the menu after this. Maybe I will remember. Or my very kind chat will remind me. Because I'm an idiot who doesn't remember things. I wish I could understand why I'm playing so bad. Like, I have no idea. Something about the way I loaded up the game today has just messed with my brain. I'm late on veteran difficulty. Like, what the hell, man? Did I mess something up? Like, are my monitor settings good? Like, let me just check my monitor settings. Huh? It looked fine to me. Console settings? Let's see. That's still right. All looks fine. Might have to turn off the 4K setting. Actually, no, it's not playing at 4K, I don't think. I don't think it is, at least. I'll have to turn that off after this. Just in case. Do I need PEDs? I don't know if PEDs can even save me. Right now. I think we just need to... We need to take a top player. We need to get like a top 10 player in the game. And then just like... have them sit here and play for me. You know? I think it's the only way it can be fixed. Yeah, I hate it. I like those. Those are bloopers are tough. Because you really have no idea how to play the ball on the bounce. Because the ball bounces so high sometimes, you know? Sometimes in this game, the ball just bounces insanely high. Like, the ball is like a rubber band off the ground. Nice swing. Really a great swing. I get the MLB games on the bottom. There is a browser source
0-1.
that you can add to your OBS. There's a great website called Sports Scores Bot. It's a bot that we put in the chat that puts all the scores in the chat. On their website, you could get a browser source that you could add to your OBS. That is the scoreboard. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. I know what we're going to do. After this, we're going to restart the app. It is going to make me hit better. Whenever I restart the app, we're going to start hitting better. It's going to fix my skill. Calling it right now. That was a piss rocket. Is that copium? It might be copium. Might be copium. Pay extra? Yeah, it might be a part of the $5 plan. I actually pay for like their $5 plan just because how much I use it. I feel like, you know, it's a cool thing that helps my stream a lot. I should pay the $5 of support. It's like, yeah, it's one of the other score bugs that you can get.
Ball 2.
Oh, did I watch Raw? I did watch some of it.
Went out.
I watched the latter end of it last night. Very good episode. Loved seeing CM Punk back. The last fight was kind of like a very WrestleMania style fight, which is kind of fun. They actually made a really good fight. I really hope that they really build up the faction with Seth and Braun really well, because I like it at its core. I like the group of people there. I hope it just isn't a case where it's just the same old, oh, Braun Breaker's going to be lurking around, interrupting some matches, trying to win for Seth. I hope they really get creative with it. I hope they don't only do stuff like that for, like, their fights, you know? Because I think they have a cool basis there to get creative with what they do. And hopefully what they did last night is just like a not super frequent thing. That's the one thing with the WWE. Like, I like it, but they love doing the same thing with those factions. Just like when you have your heel factions, they kind of just they always have someone outside the ring in the fight, and they always get involved late in the fight. You know, so how do they get past the shenanigans? Someone else has to help the face. You know. And I enjoy it, but when it happens all the time, it's like, it's kind of why I think people got tired of the Judgment Day after a while, because like that kind of thing would happen all the time over and over again. But it was a great episode nonetheless. I didn't see everything. I kind of watched like the highlights of things before. I like how they have Lyra Valkyria going right now in the feud with Becky. I like her kind of like really getting in the thick of things and like getting as involved as she has. She kind of felt like someone who was kind of not really like she was the IC champ, but like didn't really have her getting involved in too much. So getting her in like a heated feud is nice. There we go, Hunter Green. You did your job. Oh, you watched the main event? Yeah, I didn't. I think I watched just the latter part of it. I watched just the new entrance for Penta and the ending of that match, which is pretty neat. I think they've been pretty good. It feels like Raw gets a lot of love with how they're setting up things in comparison to SmackDown. I feel like they got some question marks with how they're handling things over there, at least. Like, Raw has been banger after banger after banger. What is the one feature? What is one feature I'd like to see added to the show? One. Online franchise. Final answer. I'm just hoping with, like, I'm kind of worried about, not worried, but like, I'm excited for Randy Orton and John Cena. I think it'll be a fun match. But I'm not, I don't know. I feel like I could be more excited. And I feel, it feels like, at least feud-wise, like they've had some fun jabs at each other and stuff. But I don't know. I don't know, like, how I feel about, like, the story building up to it. It doesn't really feel like there's much of a story going on. It's like, oh, it's just Randy versus Cena one last time, which is, like, the selling point there. Which I guess isn't a bad thing. Could you give me a shout out or else you kiss ants? Can you give me a shout out or else you kiss ants? That is a comment that just got typed in the YouTube chat.
0-1's the count.
First of all, I get it so much on YouTube chat. Ants is in like Mr. Ants Armstrong. For those who don't know what he is talking about. I feel like I should clarify that. That's just like kissing multiple ants. Multiple aunts. Or ants as in the animal. The creature. I get that so much on YouTube. People ask like, oh, Skin, can I get a shout out? I don't. That's not what the streams are for. I'm not just here to read out your names. You know? We're here to chat, have a good time. Talk baseball, virtual baseball, whatever we end up doing, you know? So, I'll be honest with you all, if you're on YouTube, when I see messages like that, I kind of typically ignore them. It's kind of not what we're here for. The stream would not be fun if it were just me sitting there reading out your guys' chats and saying, hi, person. Hi, person. Hi, fella. It would not be fun to watch at all. I've heard you kiss ants whether... Hey. What goes on between ants and I stays private. It's none of your business. What goes on between ants and I is none of your business, okay? Will I be playing Among Us 3D with him tonight? Maybe. Will there be kissing involved? I will not elaborate any further. Man, I just wonder what the odds are. Ants just rolls into the stream. Just randomly, and like he's eating dinner. He's like, oh, let's just see if any of the boys are live on Twitch. Comes by and hears me talking about this. I wonder what the odds are of that. Change PCI, thank you. See, my lovely chat remembered. My lovely chat remembered because I have about 2 whole brain cells. Thank you, James. Thank you. You're a real hero, a gentleman and a scholar. I don't know if the PCI will help, but we will act like it will. Also, I said I was going to restart the app and I would learn how to hit better. Watch. We're going to restart the app and we're going to hit better. Let me cook. Also, I don't like how Xbox added that. Another menu just to start open the game. No. Just, I clicked the game. I want to play the game. Let me turn that off. How far am I in the program? About like halfway. We're on like the stat tallying part of it, which is going to be kind of tedious and boring. I'll be honest, I kind of wanted to stream this whole thing of getting Corbin Carroll, but this is the part that's kind of boring and poo-poo and honk. Me. This is the one thing in these programs I don't love. Like, I'm cool with there being some stats and stuff to tally along the way, but like, I don't like how every program is just this long list of stat tally. Basically every program. I'm on the boat in that I feel that the program should kind of change up per program to kind of keep them interesting, you know? Like, I don't want every program to be the exact same every time. All right, so we're halfway through the strikeouts at least. Making progress on those total base hit tops now. And we just keep going. Trout getting traded this year. I don't know if the Angels even trade Trout. I mean, they didn't trade Ohtani because ticket sales. Like, they felt like Ohtani that year was just going to draw enough ticket sales. I think they were very delusional, think they were going to re-sign him. I don't see any reason they trade Trout. Because that team is just... That team is so fundamentally poorly built. I don't know what would make them suddenly trade Mike Trout. I would be floored if he got traded. Nice. Double PXP real. Attaboy closer. You're nuts. You're nuts closer. See, chat, look it. We restart app and now we hit better. It was a game's fault. Yeah, I appreciate you, Leroy. How we doing, dude? Crazy prospect haul. Oh, you think the Angels would actually get a crazy prospect haul? Aw. Angels don't do that. They would never do that. They would rather just get older veteran major league talent that's on the decline and continue to do as such. That's the Angels' way. That's the Angels' way right there. Oh, and then what they'll do, even better than that, is they'll draft players and then call them up to the bigs too early. Because that's what you do. You draft a player, and before they get any chance to develop in the minor leagues, you call them up. Do you have prospects? I mean, I could see a team that needs an outfielder to take them to the next level right now, who's like a fringe playoff team. I could see some team doing that. Will they, though? No. But if the Angels eat the money, then that makes the offer a little more sweet. I don't think they do it. I would be so shocked if they did. I think you would just need to get like a half of a year of healthy Trout, some evidence showing that he can kind of stay healthy, him putting up good numbers, and then the Angels just being entirely dookie for them to do that. But I don't know if they will. I think by the time to get rid of Trout, it's going to be way too late. Like Pujols, basically. Which is honestly kind of sad. He is so tough to trade. And, like, knowing the Angels, they probably want to keep him, too, because, like, who are they going to trade for that's going to actually get them to get people to go to games? Like, Mike Trout is Mike Trout. As much as he's been injury-prone, the people like Mike Trout. All right, you know, I'm starting to think it's not my fault that I'm not hitting. All these freaking contact hitters. I got to put some more power-focused hitters in this lineup, man.
Nope, outside. Two and oh.
I will say, at least the Rockies kind of have a semblance of like a core of young players that they're kind of having to come through. Like Brenton Doyle. I know Ryan McMahon's been stinky. He's not really young at this point. But like Dolander, Zach Veen. So at least they have that. The White Sox, though, they've been kind of putting things together for way too long. It's been kind of gross. All right, you know, you complain about the game and contact hitters, and you start to hit homers. Bing bong.
Bing bong.
What would the AOS collection be if Mike Trout got traded? Easiest collection of all time? Normally it's the NL Central, but now we got Paul Skeens this year. Skeens in what's his face? Skeens and Kyle Tucker this year. That kind of bumped up the price for a bit. Normally it's the NL Central though. I think even without Trout, that AL West would kind of still be more expensive than some of the NL Central in the past because of Yordan Alvarez alone. But yeah, that would make that collection hella cheap. What's up, Fort Base? How do I feel about Juan Soto? I think Juan Soto is a very good player. I wish he stayed a Yankee. I think he will be a good Met. Will I joke that Ben Rice is the best Dominican in New York? Also, yes. But emphasize on joke. Yeah, honestly, right now, NL Central is probably cake. They don't have like any 88 plus guys, right? I think the most expensive guy is probably Skeen still, right? It's the reason you won't see Trout drop below 88. Well, you won't see many people drop below 88 in general. They always take a long time to drop guys below 88. And then guys who are like cover athletes will like basically never go below diamond. Trout, no matter what, is going to take a long time to go below 88 if they drop him. That is for sure. I'll tell you what, though. If Mike Trout absolutely stinks it up whenever he comes back and is bad for like 1-2 months, I think he certainly will drop below 88. But it takes a bit of a sample of time for that to happen. There we go, Augustine. Somewhat. Actually, that was Rhys Hoskins. Who do I think Michael King will sign with next year? Great question. I have no idea. I don't know which teams could really use a starting pitcher like him. I feel like starting pitchers are kind of tough to predict in terms of like free agent signings. A lot of times with like position players, it's easier to predict just based on the positions those teams need really badly, you know? I feel like pitchers are kind of more difficult. Also depends on how he finishes this year. I gotta take this song out of place. I have the non-explicit version in, and it sucks. Get out! Get out! If the cover athletes went below diamond, the game wouldn't be in a good spot. I honestly don't think it's a big deal if they did. Because, like, it's just live series players. Like, how much does that change much? But I would say it would be a poor representation of who they're choosing for the cover athletes. But honestly, Jazz very much should have gone below diamond the year he was cover. He very much could have. MLB The Show likes taking their gambles on their cover athletes, man. Like, they like going for someone who they know plays the game and like someone who has like more potential rather than like the certified MVP caliber player, you know? It's very MLB The Show. Why are my relievers automatic? Oh, they're suggested to warm up. But why are they? That's so. You know, wait, no, they are automatically warming up. It's so weird. I don't get why the CPU automatically warms up players for you. Hey, I didn't tell them to warm them up. They just did it for their own fun. Doesn't make a difference, but why are they warmed up in the first place? Just have no one warm up.
1-1.
Didn't Jazz start as a silver last year? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Silver or a gold? One of those two.
0-1's the count.
Puig was before his time. Yep. I miss Puig. I miss peak Puig. Like, those first couple of years of the Dodgers were so damn fun. They just got into some stuff, I think. Got into some bad stuffs. Got into some drama over those first couple of years because he was so crazy. But, like, yeah, he was really before his time. Had Yasiel Puig came up in the big 2-5 instead of, like, 2015, He might have ended up becoming like an incredible player. In Custom Dynasty, do you use Diamond Dynasty card ratings? Yes. So if you play a custom league, you set to a DD league, you use your Diamond Dynasty card collection to fill up your team. So it's just like you could build it up like it's a Diamond Dynasty roster that you have. And then it uses those cards' ratings and stuff. And if you do like a live, if you do like a regular one or like a live roster league, then it's with the live rosters off, like the offline rosters. Hell yeah, James. Love to hear that. I thought I had it set right. Basically, going to nerd stuff, there are different ways where you could multi-stream between like Twitch and YouTube. And I'm using the Stream Elements plugin. I'm testing that today. So, in doing that, settings sometimes get broken and things don't work when you do that. And sometimes the audio doesn't get set right. So, I'm glad to see that set right. Ooh! It's a diamond! It's no one good. I'm sorry, Trey Turner. I would never insult you like that. I will never insult you like that ever again, Trey. This live series? Yeah, that's probably bugged. Probably bugged. I'll be honest, I have no idea what they even do with custom leagues nowadays. I'll tell you what. At first I was optimistic for custom leagues when they first added them a couple years ago. Probably 4 years ago now, 3 years ago. Cause like it was like kind of the replacement for online franchise. But in its actual implementation, it is such a disappointment. And they haven't improved anything ever since they first dropped it. It's such a shame, man. They need to add like they need to just add like a fully functional online franchise back. Would be so much more fun. It's actually something I'd want to do. It's so cursed that when I actually become like a franchise player, they can't give me online franchise. They take it away and never bring it back. Oh, who is this? Ah, Jordan. We were just talking about you, Jordan. Yes. That's not a bad one. Not a bad one right there. Woo. Jumbo pack. It's so jumbo. It's so big. Ooh, we got one. All right, you know, low-key, not a bad set of packs. That's a tease. Tony Oliva, you're a tease. I see low diamond right fielder. I think Mike Trout. Shame on you. You stinky poo-poo. All right. It's not a bad set of packs, though. We'll take it. We'll take it. So how far are we in this program now? Nice. We didn't complete a single mission through those conquest games. Let's go. I'm so good. I love stat grinding, chat. I love it so much. It's so fun. This is MLB The Show. And like, watch, the event doesn't fit any of these guys, doesn't it? Watch. Let's see. Actually, no, it does. That's kind of neat. Low-key might play some events. That actually might be more fun than this. What is this defaulted lineup they set? Ew. Where'd oh, there he is. You sneaky son of a gun. We'll play some events. That sounds more fun than whatever we were doing before. One. Who's the other card? I think there's one more card in this, right? That I'm missing. Donovan. Augustine. That's who it was. That's who it was I was missing. It literally, that Tony Oliva is basically a gold. That is so sad. That is that bad. Such a bad pull. This might not be a bad idea for me to do because I also need steals in the multiplayer program. So that might not be a bad idea to get some guys who can run some bases. He's got 96 steal. Need missions with right fielders, so sure thing. I think it's right fielders, right? Or is it left fielders that you need the one program mission for? Nope. Nope. Not those guys. I want Molly. Stop! Fat finger, you. Hunter Green. You know what? It probably would be somewhat logical to put a tops now in there. Not that it matters. Maybe get some PXP with Kopech too while I'm at it. Soderstrom. Load this bench with whoever. Alrighty. Let's see how this goes, chat. Event grind with the skin. Woo! We're gonna try my custom stadium. Gonna try it out. Yeah, the thing with custom leagues, like if you have people who play, it's like not bad. My one gripe with it is that there isn't that much there that really makes you want to keep playing custom leagues. It's literally just playing play versus friends games against people, and you can't even customize how many games there are really. Too much. It's like there's like not much to customize there. It's quite underwhelming to say the least on what it could be. Especially if it could be like a franchise type mode, you know? Soto's in 80. Actually, is Soto 90 plus still? I feel like he's like a 90. I have no idea. Have I watched a Minecraft movie? I have. Chicken jockey. All right, we're gonna test the custom stadium here. See what the vibes are here. It's so dark. It's so dark and eerie. I totally have like a light in right field. There we go. That's a little bit more vibrant. Let's go. Let's go. Events. We love events. So fun. Woo! Give up a 473-foot tank. Whoa! That was about the worst pitch choice ever. Man, you know what? This is not just this game. The last few people I've been playing in events have just been dialed in. Like, holy hell. Hey, Colby, relax there, Sonny. Bye, you.
1 and 2.
Give me that. We got it out. But yeah, we're gonna kind of see if we can kind of double dip here and get some multiplayer program progress with this. Would love to be able to like get some steals and stuff for that too. Cause I need to get the steals.
That's the ball. 1 and 1.
Wow, I gotta say, this Hunter Green I actually thought could have been very solid, but
1 2.
just looking at him so far, eh. The stuff doesn't look like it's really moving. Come on, Durbin, you got time. It's Ozuna from the Braves running.
that's out. Heck.
Man, he can't hit the velo.
1-1.
Should I just like spam fastballs? I guess so. All right. We got like no strikeouts, which is not productive, but fine. Let's cook, tops now, players.
Ball outside.
Let's hit, team.
2-0.
Yeah, I think they need a new promo pack. I bet they'll be coming out with a new promo pack here very soon. I bet you this week they come out with one. Watch them like do like they said they have something very special for us on Mother's Day in that little article they posted today. I wonder what the odds are they come out with something for like Mother's Day or right around Mother's Day.
Ball outside.
Tell you what, I don't like facing this Dustin May with these cards. Like, this card is gross. I don't like his release point.
1-0.
Scattering report pack, no idea. Nah, you know what? This is so fun. Such a fun experience. Great swing, Brendan Donovan. Oh, the Yankee game started? I gotta pull that up. We gotta watch the Yankees lose today, chat. Who wants to watch the Yankees get diced up by Michael King? Me! Yes, Reese Hoskins. Bing bong. All right. Love that for me. Love that. To the guy who said, I dare you to hit a tank in the YouTube chat. There you go. I did it.
Oh, that's low. That's a ball. Here.
Okay, man. Friggin'. Relax. He's just throwing everything low right now. Piss rocket!
Bing bong.
Holy hell, that's a laser. Oh my god. All right. Are we cooking? Are we cooking? We might be cooking. I love playing events where the games don't feel like they mean anything. Yo, why did it make Caleb Durbin look like an old man? I just realized he's 25. Look at his card art. And then look at the face scan. They made this man look like he's been through war. Holy hell. Come on, Caleb!
He's out of
Wow.
there.
Can't even beat that out with 89 speed. All right. Bring in Kopech. Let's some PXP with him for the multiplayer program. Would love that as well. But yeah, hopefully we can kind of double dip here, get some of the program stuff done while playing event games. At least the thing with Conquest is it's just so mindless, man. And not like events are much better, but it's kind of at least something to pay attention to. I'm glad they at least came out with an event for those cards. Nice pitch, Michael Kopech. The teleporting cutter. He was not ready for it. He's lucky it was a ball. Ah, man. All right.
He's go.
I think I just got to hit this guy with the velo. I kind of just got to pitch annoying to him, I think. Say, hey, hit a fastball, buddy. Let's hit. Oh, so Clark Schmidt pitched for the Yankees? Okay. I forgot I totally started him in my other fantasy lineup to actually have him in. I suck. Not feeling that song. Not feeling that song. Too much going on for my brain. So I guess it's like a thing with these custom stadiums that's going on. Just the bullpen mounds are just kind of bugging in left field and right field. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. Come on, man, gum. Holy hell. You know what? I don't know what's the matter with me. I'm like so early on everything. That has been a very common theme for me today. Just early on everything. Like, I need to just relax. This guy's not going to like me. He's not going to like me for what I'm about to do. Oh, he knows. He knows. Chandler! Shame on you! That was your job, to bunt so I could steal. He knows because he's going to do it. He knows because he's going to do it. He knows what he's doing. Oh, okay. Well, there's that. There is that. Cool. I forgot at this custom stadium, the ball go very far. When you hit the ball hard, it go very far. Holy hell. Holy piss missile. That was a freaking piss rocket. Hey, buddy, we don't need to R2 every pitch, okay? Baseball! Hecking baseball, dude. Yeah, Rhea, why bum with Chandler Simpson when you could just hit an absolute piss rocket with Yaz?
That's the ball.
Damn it, Augustine!
Strike.
Bye, you!
2-2.
Kopech, you better get this out or you're fired.
We got a full count. Take your base.
Boo this man! Alrighty. Should have totally pitched with a spotlight series. Should have done that. Should have done that. But I stupid. Yeah, it's in a live series player. Like the one type of player I don't need the stats with.
Hee-haw. Ball.
Strike. Literally strike, Blue. You're blind. Ah. Hit the spot, hater. Nice. Yeah, they're definitely useless, for sure. Like, their purpose for me is just multiplayer program, which I guess I don't hate. But I don't know. It just, like... I don't know how to feel about them. I really just don't know.
Counts full.
They feel, like, oddly sweaty, which I don't like. Like, they're not like elite players playing, but they feel like oddly sweaty sometimes. It's confusing. Like, I don't know what their goal is with events. Like, I don't know what they're trying to make of them. I think events, in my opinion, I think they need to get crazier with the rule set. Like, if you're gonna make it a thing where you like don't get explicitly good rewards from it, make some super creative rule sets that like change the gameplay loop, you know? I just feel like I'm just playing basic old games here. And I think you have the casual mode for that. And I think you should just work on casual mode. Make that something more than what it currently is. Like, chat, type a... Nice swing, man. Type a 1 in the chat if you have genuinely queued up and played a casual online game. Like the casual mode that's in online play. Has anyone... do people play that? And am I entirely missing something there? Because from my understanding, people don't play it at all. And there's no incentive to play because you don't get any stats or rewards for it. It's like... It's just like a waste of a mode. Like, casual should be your literal casual mode that exists. Like, low stakes, 9-inning games. And, like, I think it should count for, like, what ranked is. Just don't make it so you can choose difficulty and stuff. I suck. In 25? I guess in 20... We'll say in 25. Yeah. All right, that'll just be a very long single. Come on. Come on, Reese, please. Nice. Knew that pitcher's coming too. And the point is, like, I think casual has a place.
1-1.
I think they just gotta treat it like set it to like all-star 9-inning games. That's gonna be a line out. Never mind. I'm so good. Run, Brendan Donovan! Run! Yeah! Meaningless win. So good. I feel like if they just made casual a 9-inning game, 9-inning mode, all-star difficulty locked, just a base mode you could play with whatever team you want, that would kind of fulfill what the casual event thing is that they're going for. And then take events, maybe add a reward or like a program for events, and make the awards like the event rules like really quirky. Make it so like stolen bases are runs for an event, strikeouts are a run for events, for example. You know, like make fun, absurd rule sets, and choose chaos. You know, and then that would get people to want to play it some more. But they need to kind of just like have like the only rule set change is just the teams that you can use. And like a lot of times it's like they're not the cards that you want to actually use. So like it's kind of like stuck in between like what the heck do you want events to be? So now people just go in there to boost for stats, and that's like I think the only reason I see people play it. And I'll tell you what, I tried the one game and I'm already bored and will not be doing it. That felt about as pointless as anything. Even with multiplayer program stuff, like, I'm good. I'll just use Copac when I play Weekend Classic, I guess. And I think at this point, I'm just going to play the Rockies on Rookie and just fly through these stats. Like, are any other Conquest maps, like, banger maps? Like, I don't want to do that. I think I'm just going to play versus the Rockies, try to fly through these stats. Start off with the tops now total bases, try to fly through that. I guess April Spotlight homers. So just take that team, play versus the Rockies, Rookie. You know what? I should play as the home team at a super small stadium. That's what I should do. Because we gotta get the strikeouts with their pitchers too. Which stadium do I have? Is very small. Does this work? No. Does Bingest Bongest work? It doesn't. Let me cook. Let me cook. Let me cook. quick counts. I would like that for I like that as an idea for an event. I think the point is like they don't know what the heck, like year in, year out, it kind of changes what they want events to be. You know, one year they're like, you know what, let's try to add some incentive to events, put some fun 10-win awards in there. Next year they're like, oh, let's keep it super casual. Like, I think there could be some, like, man, if I worked at SDS, I would just go in and like rework all of the online modes fundamentally. I would have a field day with it. I'm downloading Costco. I will be using it for offline purposes only. I will never play here online. Ever. As long as I'm the home team. The place is stinky. Where's pitching team? Probably the White Sox, right? Live cover line restrictions. Exactly. And I think, you know, obviously people will incentivize rewards even if they aren't great. You know, I thought even just throwing a pack in there would have been smart. I know, like, I think what they're trying to do this year is like not put a reward in there because they don't want people to feel like you have to play something only for the reward. I get that. But the other modes are structured that way. And you have so many packs that you're coming out with all the time. Like, imagine if they dropped an event and then you were able to get like spotlight packs from that. Would be kind of cool. Would be a cool way to play. It wouldn't be guaranteed stubs or anything like that, but it'd be a fun thing to try, to go for. But it's kind of just the place for people to tally multiplayer program stats. And like, if a lot of people are just going to play ranked anyway to do those type of things. Like, if they're not high in ranked, they're just going to use those cards in their team anyway. Get it done in ranked. And if you're high enough in ranked where you don't want to use those cards, then like, do you really want to sit down and play the event? Probably not. It's like the weird dichotomy with it. And then in order to make it so you can use the event to grind a multiplayer program, you have to set the card restrictions to also include them, which sometimes throws off the pool of players you can use. Like, oh, you know, you have I think the last one they had like bronze pitchers and stuff. And then they just had like Michael Kopech and Satchel Paige, I think. Just mixed in there. What all pitchers can use for this challenge? What do you mean by that? You mean the event? Come on, get out! Wow, I suck. I suck! Can't even hit homers on a rookie. Is it just because all these cards are like contact hitters? What is going on? I've had more perfect outs today with these stinky cards than ever. That's gonna go. Hooray! What's up, everybody's fan? How we doing, dude? If you let up a run, you have to spin a wheel and give away something. Ugh. I don't think that sounds like an interesting video idea to me. I'll be honest. Oh. That ball just... Now it counts. Wow! 464-foot homer for sure. Totally rolled like 50 feet. All right. I want to start running the bases with Mr. Simpson here. Let's get those steals. Chat, I would love Aaron Judge to hit an absolute piss missile off of Michael King right now. That would be pretty cash money. Chat, I almost feel like I have to acknowledge this. Get so many comments on this, like either messages or like YouTube comments. I am not here to be a source of giveaways. That is not why I create content. I don't give away stuff like that. There will be times where we give away things, but my sole existence is not to give away things. I get messaged a lot, being asked to give away things. And I won't, especially when people ask. On that note, I'm stealing more bases here. I steal now. I give away free content. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Real. It's kind of insane. I had like an influx of those this year. Like messages that got on like social media of people asking to give away stuff. Like, hey, Scan, like, can you buy me an Xbox? No, I'm not Mr. Moneybags. I'm not an infinite money glitch. Like, holy hell, man. I don't know why I get so many messages about it.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Some of them are just like some younger kids who just don't really know. But like, ugh. Well, we marked it. I mean, it's definitely not a bad card for sure. I bet it could be pretty neat.
We got full count.
Do I have any MLB 25 codes? Yeah, dude. I hear if you message J Mills, then you can get some MLB 25 codes. If you message JMills_ on Twitch. Or if you message the JMills01 on Twitter, you guys can get your free MLB 25 code. See, now we're vibing. Now we're vibing. Suck it, Shane Smith. From your kids and wife. Yeah, see, different story there, closer. How do you get to Costco Stadium? It's on the Stadium Vault. It's on the Stadium Creator Vault. I will probably be making my own very small stadium if this is the thing. It'll be called Bingest Bungest. But I do not have it yet. So you can get Costco.
0-1. Hey, 2.
All right, you know, here we are. You know, just rookie difficulty, play versus CPU grinding. This is fully convincing me that I need to just be doing this for all of my grinding and not bothering grinding those things in Conquest. Like, I don't need that much XP and stuff. I don't need the poo-poo packs. Just give me the cards that I'm grinding for and let me move on with my life. So I will just bully the CPU and play versus CPU.
Ball, that pitch is up. Hey. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Come on, Sock Man, just go down. Make it easy. Make it easy, please. Thank you. All right. That's a lot of strikeouts. Ah. Come on, Luke. Yes, Luke. You're nuts. He still couldn't even hit a homer. Freaking launch angle, Luke. You're stealing third. If you're not hitting the homer, then you're stealing. Boo this man. Had a boy, Brandon Donovan. That is kind of nutty. They made this one a grind. They're like, hey, you get more spotlight cards, but you got to work your butt off more. I don't know how I feel about it. Especially when like the spotlight card like is even like that much better. Like, I don't even think why did they make it so grindy for this last one? Just because they felt like it? Are they gonna be doing this for like all the programs here on out? Like, I don't know. Hey, let's go, Luke. I hope you enjoyed it, dude. This is the Costco field. It's on the Stadium Vault. I believe it's the most popular stadium being downloaded right now. Santana does look nice. It does look pretty sick, I won't lie.
3.
As a no money spent boy, I will not be getting him anytime soon, but he does look pretty neat. You know what? Don't even give him the out. I'm striking you out. Nice. That's a splitter. That's a splitter.
Ball 2. Yeah.
Strike him out. Kill him. Yeah. Better than the Homer Dome. I'm not gonna really advise one stadium over the other. I downloaded it just so I had a really small stadium for offline grinding.
0-2.
I will say, hot take, if you play this game, if we played this stadium in like ranked or anything like that online, that I hope you stub your toe. I hope you stub your toe if you choose a stadium like this in online play. But you know, if you're just using it for offline stuff, then you know, have at it. It is a very, very small stadium. It honestly shouldn't be online eligible because they totally said before the game came out that custom stadiums were only going to have a max elevation. And this wall isn't like a wall you can choose on this game, I don't think. I'm like very sure at that. I'm very sure it's like from last year. It's like it shouldn't be online eligible. Which kind of makes it even more annoying because they explicitly said they weren't going to make this a thing because I hate how stadiums like this are online eligible. They should not be. Never again. It's disgusting, Gmails. I played an event game here because I was going for some PXP for Ozzy Albies. 24-25 game in 4 innings. I wanted to rip my eyeballs out. It was freaking terrible. I probably don't need too many strikeouts, so we'll quit after a moment. Actually, no, why would I quit? What do I get out of? Actually, I should quit because I should see if I get that Luke Weaver card. Hey, let's go, Luke. Since 2022, you've been here for a minute, brother. Love that. Welcome on into the Twitch stream, my friend. All right, he's got the deluxe pack. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'll say it. This might sound like me complaining because it is kind of a complaint. But like these PXP missions, these stat tally missions, it's just so much. It's so tedious. And like, I don't see how people who are really behind on these programs in this game want to sit there and like catch up on all of this. It's so much like list tracking, so much like so many specific numbers you have to remember or stats you got to go for. It's tedious, man. I don't love it. I don't love it one bit. Like, it's not difficult. It's just annoying. And like, these are not things I'm getting done passively. I'm not using tops now on my team doing whatever, you know? You got to explicitly use these cards. And it just, we're going at snail's pace here. And like when you have so many programs and it's all the same thing like this, it kind of, you know? We're close to Hoskins, at least. He's been like the one card that's been hitting. All right, let's do this again. I mean, I think I got the strikeout sign, but that was the only mission I got done, sadly enough. I should see if there's anything else I could do pitching-wise that would be valuable. I don't think there is. I think the strikeouts is literally it. It's the only pitching mission. Very convenient. An entire program of all hitting missions with all missions besides a couple players. Very convenient. And I don't even have Luke Weaver yet, so I can't even pitch with him. Hooray. I think once I get one of these done now, we'll be able to pitch with Weaver. Yeah, the double PXP would have been nice. But also, if your content relies on you having double PXP, then I think your content is probably a little too tedious. That's big brain. Yes, pitch with tops now. Yes, 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 yes. That is what I should do. Is it any tops now? At least they have you use like. Actually, it's probably the April. It's probably the April tops now. Yep. Gee, wait. 1,500 with these tops. This guy is 11K. No wonder he's that expensive because people are getting him and Max Meyer for pitching. Oh, that's right. Because you gotta make it a little bit longer for me to get a pitcher. Yeah, yes. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I do to shortcut this. I just gotta keep on getting the hitting stats and try to get these last. Oh, it's just 2 total bases. That's at least quick. I'll literally just get the 2 total bases and just pitch with Weaver. And then that'll help. Yes. To Coors we go for an away game. I'm here for 2 total bases. What ranks the par for a pitcher? Walks per 9 and control. Also, the velocity makes it bigger. So if a pitcher throws very hard, those pars are bigger because they throw hard. So velocity makes it bigger. So I guess it says lower velocity makes it smaller. Control makes it smaller. And walks per 9 makes it smaller. Who is my favorite MLB content creator? I'll be honest. I don't pick favorites just because a lot of these dudes are like my peers. But I will say, I don't watch much MLB The Show content. But when I do, it's typically only Kevin G.O.D. as of late. That has been the main dude I have continued to watch. Just because, I'll be honest, I'm not really watching MLB The Show content for the content itself, like the cards itself, or like the premise of the ideas themselves. Like, I'll watch Ance's videos, because he's the homie. I watch my boy Swan as well. I'm typically watching for the vibes. So I'm either watching if it's a dude that I'm closer with, or it's Kevin, basically. I will occasionally watch Cougs and stuff, but I watch all the dudes basically occasionally, but I think Kevin's the one that I kind of like more consistently watch. Kevin, Swan, Ants. And then a lot of times I watch the dudes in stream. Hey, J Mills, why watch tip video when I know tip already, huh? I no need tip when I know tip. Also, J Mills, if you're gonna watch any tips content, the guy is J Mills. I'll say it right now. The guy is J Mills. For any, you're looking to get better at the game. Do I watch Mighty Go? I honestly don't watch Mighty, just because I don't really like enjoy Road to the Show as much of a mode myself. So, J Mills. Common self promo. Common J Mills self promo. Go to Dugout Creative Reel. Yeah. I really enjoy watching the little podcast show to do with Dugout Creative that lasted 3 episodes. Very, very fun content. Yo, when they gonna bring back the DCCL, man? Maybe one day they'll bring back the DCCL. So we can get in some collusion, you know? Oh man, chat. Oh, nice. I didn't even select the right pitcher. Nice. Now that's big brain if I've ever seen it. I back out to get Luke Weaver. And guess what I do? Not select Luke Weaver. Co-CEO, COO manager. Hey, I was just a creative manager. Sometimes you get told that something wouldn't take too much of your time and commitment. And then you give a lot of feedback on how to improve said thing. But when you go to give said feedback, you end up having to do more work than what was originally proposed to you. So you spend lots of time doing work, doing thing that is not what your full-time job is.
No ball, two
And you almost work at it more than your full-time job. So then you kind of just want to die inside.
0-1's the count.
And then stupid thing happened behind scene, and you say goodbye. Because you were never signed up to a contract anyway.
It's inside.
Because that was big brain.
2-2 the count.
But that didn't happen with any specific company at all behind the scenes. Never once did that happen behind the scenes.
3-2.
You know, it's a bedtime story I was told once, you know? Quite the compelling bedtime story. Can't get a single on rookie. You know, I actually hit like I'm hitting like absolute buns today, Luke. So, you know, normally I'd think, you know, I'm normally playing better, but today I'm hitting like butt cheeks. My in-game representation hitting is like Joey Gallo of 2024 and 2023 and 2022. I'm hitting like booty cheeks today.
That's out.
Can we by chance be peers when I start taking content serious? I mean, I'll be honest. I consider anyone who is consistently making content with me a peer. That's how like a term down. Like, yes, you have to be this person to be a peer. You know. I try not to look at that. So I guess yes, you can be a peer. Hooray! Gonna tell that to my kids? Yeah. That's a fun bedtime story to tell your kids, man. There once was a man who became a full-time creator 1 year ago. His lifelong dream since middle school was to become a full-time content creator, and then he does it. 1 year in, a company looking to break into the baseball scene comes on in, reaches out.
Ball 1.
You take part in their plans. It's very fun. And then they decide, hey, what if you become a content manager? We're going to be pushing out content on our end. We know you know what you're doing. Let's pay you for this time. So you do it. Not you. This isn't you. This is the content creator. So you do it. And this is a story that could really be a very long story. It could be a 5-book saga. But I will choose not to tell the story for spoilers. Get out of here, Hunter Green. You're supposed to be Luke Weaver. Let me just say, let's hope that story doesn't really get told anytime soon. Let me just say that. Let's hope it's a story that does not really get told. Not just for the sake of it being silly and not great outcome for the people involved, but out of respect for at least one person. Let's hope that story doesn't really get told. And I know I'm kind of feeding into it by even mentioning it, but you know.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm choosing chaos today. What's up, Musty? How you doing, dude? I'm gonna tell my kids Scan was my dad. Oh. Okay. And I hope you don't tell your kids I'm your dad. What control freaks? Good question. I use the Lotus. DTB Tyler. I use the Lotus control freaks. I like them a lot. I use those, and I use the green precision rings. That's a great camera zoom. Whoa! That ball mark was in the air. What was that? Direct upgrade from Munoz. From Kopech. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hits a bomb with Bobby. Hey, it was Luke Keyshaw that hit the bomb. And we're at Costco, Mickey Mouse Stadium. Nothing counts here. Yeah, I think Munoz is probably a solid reliever. Probably a solid reliever. He doesn't have a cutter though, right?
Ball one, no strike.
You're just banking on the four-seam sinker slider with him, right? You're good, Luke. You're good. You are good. Nice swing, Brendan Donovan. Tips on how to get better. I have a video on my second channel, Prods. I don't know if that command puts it in. I don't remember. But I have a scannel. I have a channel called Scan Plays. I uploaded a hitting and pitching tips video on it that will go through all my best tips to give people. Scannel. Oh my God. That's a bad one too, because I hate when people make the scan puns. But then I just accidentally made one there. Hey, what shirt are you wearing, Scan? It's a scannel. Again, what's up with this camera zoom? What's going on with that? I want to see where the ball lands. Boom! Boom! He has a changeup? Oh, so he does have the changeup instead of the... Okay. Yeah, I would say I would go Munoz over Kopech. It's kind of funny that we're just getting all these relievers with, like, maxed out hits per nine, huh? I know Kopech has max hits per nine. I think Munoz is up there, huh? Your Costco doesn't play like this? It might be the elevation. Maybe your Costco
0-2.
was actually Sam's Club. You know? What's the other channel? Scan Plays. I think you just look up Scan Plays and tips. You'll probably find the video. I'll be honest, for me, J Mills, I think that Trevor Hoffman is oddly like the first guy to go. I have not been too good with him so far. Actually, scratch it. I've been all right. I've been good with him, but there were a couple innings I pitched with him, even on higher difficulties, where people were all over him. I didn't like it. But you know, that's a valid point. I would say Kopech is probably the odd man out of that bunch. Just because he has the only 3 pitches, you know. All it takes playing one solid player who can handle the 3 pitches. Nice. That's only hit 85 miles an hour. Scannel Bing Bong. Yes. Scannel Bing Bong. Scan second Scannel. Favorite NL team? None of them, probably. They're all even. I don't have any favorites. I don't really root for favorites like that. I root for my Yankees and everyone else is the same level. Really? You suck with Darren O'Day. That's kind of crazy. Darren O'Day has been a demon for like everyone I've seen use him.
That's a ball. He's safe.
Hey, appreciate the sub. 18 prods. Yeah, chat, if you are sub to if you're not sub to the YouTube channel, you should. We're on our way to 100,000 on YouTube. We are crawling our way. Technically, we're still racing ants in Jaredactyl to 100,000 subs, but you know, if you want to take part in the quest to 100K, you should hit the sub button. Not the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers are probably the least favorite. That's for sure. Run the show on beginner and try to be the first pick. I kind of tried to do that with my one video where I tried to hit the furthest home run. That was kind of like the subplot of that. That's kind of the B plot of that video. But I will say I think you 100% can be the first overall pick if you like absolutely decimate the ball, high school and college. I forgot if I actually got the first round pick or not though. I don't even remember, or the first overall pick. But I think you totally can be. All I will say, if you enjoy the Road to the Show content, I'm going to be doing some Road to the Show at some point. I have an idea in the works for a Road to the Show video down the road that I think the people will enjoy. Is it weird you enjoy the A's having success? Not at all. Not at all. You know what, Chandler? At least you're trying your hardest. It's the effort that counts.
0-1's the count.
Do you even get to the draft in person in MLB 24? I know you do in the female Road to the Show. But do you even do it on the normal one? I had no idea that you could if you were even able to do that. Yeah, honestly, awesome sauce. I played one conquest. I barely made progress. Just playing versus CPU on rookie has been a wave for me. It has been the wave for sure. A lot of the players are just like contact hitters, just don't have great attributes. So it's tough to like make great progress in Conquest. I didn't even know that, Luke. Because I remember I played really well, and I was like really shocked at not getting picked high. I felt like it was one of those things where you couldn't even get picked high at all.
1-0.
What's up, James? How we doing, dude? There you go, Water. Yeah, I don't have the patience to flip. I don't enjoy doing it too much. So I don't do it too much. I don't flip much at all. Honestly, once I get the first live series collections done, I take it so much easier and like grinding stubs. I try to like have fun and mix up the cards that I use and not hyper focus towards different collections and stuff. So I don't get them done as fast as I could.
2. No ball, 2 strikes.
Attaboy Luke.
Aye. 0-1.
Yeah, you don't have much chance at all to get higher in draft in 24. At least in 25, you got the college and high school stuff, which is nice. All right, I think we'll play this inning, or at least hit with our main tops now cards in the program and see how much progress we make. Feel like we probably got a good amount done here. What's up, Axel? How you doing, dude? I know you're in here earlier, right, Axel? You're saying you were sick, right? If you are, I hope you're feeling better, dude. Need to finish Corbin on rookie mini seasons. See, that is smart. It is smart to kill 2 birds with 1 stone whenever you can. That is for sure. Definitely worth it for the CC Sabathia. Definitely worth it for the Chris Bryant mini season
He's safe.
as well. You actually get a lot of packs out of that one. What's up, Nicole? Hello, hello.
Aye. 1-1.
Yes, this is a created stadium. Yes, it is. You can look up Costco, and it should show up on the vault. I think it's like one of the top couple stadiums. I need you to score because I want to steal with Brendan Donovan.
He beat it. Safe.
For some reason, this stadium is an online eligible stadium. You know, I don't think it's meant to be. So you can download it, upload to the vault. And yeah, it's your own stadium. Very easy stadium to hit. Please don't play here online. I do not endorse doing that at all because it is a painful experience. I think the day I actually want to retire and MLB The Show will be the day that I play someone on GOAT difficulty here. I'll be putting in my 2 weeks notice immediately the day that happens. Yeah, once you upload to the vault, you should be able to play in it and play versus CPU. It's kind of weird because like you don't need to upload stadiums to play in mini seasons, I don't believe, but you need to upload for play versus CPU, I believe. All right, that's some progress there. We got a spotlight pack. Give me a rare round or a pitcher. Give me a pitcher or a rare round. Come on, give it to me. That's not great. It's a pitcher at least. It's one of the pitchers, Max Meyer. Hooray! Nice. I'm holding on to him solely because it saves time to grind that content. But I really want to sell this card for 10K. For 10K? It'd be like 6K after today. At most. This is Eminem music. Yes, it is. I enjoy my old Eminem. I mean, I enjoy some current Eminem too, but this music gives me like nostalgia to playing Call of Duty back in the day because they totally used this music in like old Call of Duty trailers. So it's a vibe of like a gaming music, you know. All right, one extra base hit with first baseman. Nice. We need 16 homers with April Spotlight Series. So I think we're probably like good there. So we get this mission done to get Big Meat Pete. I think we're just going to load in and out of a game to get large medius pedius, as Swan would say. Let's get Soderstrom out here. He's a first baseman. It was like, how many homers was it with the Spotlight Series? Whatever number it was, I think it was ridiculous. Nice. Try to get an extra base hit with Reese. Or Soderstrom. I think I probably got a lot of the PXP done with the program players. Ooh, we got to get Augustine Ramirez still. We'll do that too. We'll make him the catcher on the team. Do I play games with viewers? No, not really too often. A lot of times I go live, I have like some sort of objective in mind, like today. So I don't really. As much as I would want to. All right, so we'll get his PXP, get an extra base hit with the first baseman. Quit. Loki will just go for the first baseman PXP. Yeah, I will say it got a lot faster just beating up the CPU. Would highly recommend anyone just play versus CPU. Or just don't try to rush the program and grind it passively while you're doing conquests and things that you got to catch up on. $16 more? Gotcha. That's a lot of homers with Spotlight Series cards. That's a lot. Like, how do they expect me to get that in a reasonable fashion? I will say I would like to get this done kind of soon. Because I would love to go to the gym. Would love to go to the gym before ending my night.
No ball, 2 strikes.
So it'd be nice to not take too much longer on this. All right, I guess I will say 3 hours. Not been bad so far.
Ball inside.
Could have been a worse grind, I guess.
Ball.
The thing is like, I guess my take on is like, I don't mind longer content to drop as long as it doesn't feel repetitive. I guess my problem with this content today kind of feels repetitive. Good luck to anyone who can't get the extreme moment done. Bless your soul with how much stat tallying you got to do. Or like PXP grinding, you know. Bless you guys.
No, he's in there.
What's up, Brian? How we doing, dude? How many home runs do you think I can hit in the game? You know, it's a great question. Maybe that should be a video idea. All right, there's our last extra base hit with first baseman. I'm just going to get up to the 8th spot in the lineup so we get our PXP to count. If I get another perfect line out to the shortstop or second baseman the other way, I'm going to vomit. Not even going to vomit. I'm going to break something. I'm going to drive my 2012 Subaru Impreza into a electrical pole in Minecraft. In game. Don't need the extreme when you can do the Carroll Santana collection. That's right. So if you don't do the extreme moment, then just pay 300,000 stubs. Now we're talking. Big brain, Toolie. Now we're talking. You get it. You get it. Doing good. Multi-species doing solid. That's something on Twitter. Gotcha. Nice swing, dork. Really an elite swing scan. Jake, I think you typed Brian in the message. I feel like you meant would I be down? Would I ever be down to do as such? I feel like that's what you're asking, right, Jake? You typed Brian in the message, and I'm trying to decipher who Brian is. Who is Brian? And what does he want to do with me? It still doesn't complete the program. That's crazy. I mean, you can totally do it in replacement of extreme, but yeah, you still gotta grind the content in some capacity, right? I would, Jake, but I'm playing Among Us 3D with some buds tonight. I think. Among Us 3D comes out today, or is out today. So I'm gonna be playing that with some buds off stream tonight. But I will say one day I probably will be down. I gotta play some more co-op to, you know, get multiplayer program stuff done. So if I ever need someone one day, I'll hit you up, brother.
1-0.
These aren't homers. Need a final mission to get Langford. That's probably not a bad idea. Probably not bad. Yeah, I guess here's the thing, and this is the thing I forget, and I'm probably kind of like potentially overlooking today here a bit, is like, you don't have to get the programs done in one day, you know? Like, is it really worth it to sell your soul and grind a game for like 4 hours to get something done in one day? Probably not worth it unless you're planning to use that card right now. But here I am doing it because content. All right, WPXP. WPXP. Now we'll quit. You know, maybe this program is not as bad to grind if you just do it bit by bit throughout the week. I bet the offline grinders take their time doing it bit by bit and don't hate themselves. Probably. I think we got XP. Santana collection. Yeah. I mean, I guess the way I'm looking at it, I get why some people don't like it because they want to get the card. So they want it to be more obtainable than it is. But I also think it's not, like, at least for me, it's not worth going to war for. Kind of how I feel about a lot of the issues. All right, so we're open these packs and get Mr. Corbin Carroll. We did it! We have jumped all the way to the finish line and got it all done. We're so good. Pixel, your Posada. Ooh. Yeah, you fell for it, Thule. I mean, I probably would have waited a day or two before doing such, but yeah. I mean, I guess it's not the worst sell ever because he still dipped down in price hard, but yeah. For 150K was not ideal because he was always going to remain somewhat expensive just being a chase pack guy. And it's also still cheaper than what the collection ended up being. That's pain, though. I'm sorry for that. You hate to see that. Give me a big boy, please, please. Big boy, Munoz. You know what? I love packs. You know what? Shout out STS for putting fun cards in packs. I really appreciate it. It's really kind of them to put the great cards in the packs just for me to pull them. I love packs. Packs are fun no matter how expensive the cards get or how good the cards are. So good. I'll probably hold on to him. Actually, I feel like it would be kind of stupid for me to not sell him. Because I feel like today is going to be the day he's at his highest price. Right? But like, what do I get out of selling him? Just selling him to buy him back later? Because you got to buy him anyway for all the monthly cards. Sold him for 90K. So he's already gotten cheaper. Bye. Dork, you thought you were going to stay on this team? Idiot. I got my reliever with Luke Weaver. I got the Dream Weaver. Ha! Dork. Want for Weekend Classic? You know what? He could Weekend Classic my nuts. I'll be honest, I don't think I'm getting up to GOAT for Weekend Classic. Like, I'm probably going to grind some ranked over these next couple days. I want to at least get to 900, but like, I don't think I need Munoz. I think I'm good without him. But let me actually do the thing that we actually set out to do this whole time. Not this collection, because this collection is ridiculously expensive. Corbin, Carroll, your booty's mine. Yes, sir. Welcome to the team, Mr. Carroll. And Paul O'Neill is still better. He's still better. I don't know if I can take out Paul O'Neill, man. Like, here's the thing that's tough about this. Even on like GOAT difficulties, Paul O'Neill's been ridiculous for me. So like, it doesn't feel right to take him out. It really doesn't. But like, I can take him out to keep the Yankee boost. I know Jay Mills is going to probably be typing in the chat right now and say, scan, take out Judge. Scan, put this guy in left and play Carroll in right or something. He hasn't yet, but he's thinking it. But I'm sticking with Paulie. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try Corbin Carroll heading into the Weekend Classic weekend, and we'll see if he sticks. We'll see if he sticks.